Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Don.
I was fighting with obesity. I wore...
You were losing.
Hahn.
John, Peter, thank you. Alan, I hope you make the team.
And Rosenberg.
Richard, have you ever heard of Brazzers?
No.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
How you start a day?
It is Friday. Feeling warm. Not as warm as where Peter is right now. Luxuriating in the state of Florida.
I'll tell you what, you're not wrong. I'm only here for a day, and it's work all day. And as you can see, if you're watching us on the YouTube vehicle, you know, I'm inside a dark studio. But it's still pretty amazing to be just walking around and living and breathing the air of 80-degree Orlando.
And I'll be the exact opposite sometime around this time tomorrow when we land in Winnipeg.
Oh, boy.
For the Devils and the Jets. The only thing colder than Winnipeg is the Devils' offense.
And the only thing that's, like, more disgusting than winter in Winnipeg is this microphone.
Oh, no. It went limp?
No. I don't know. Like, it just stinks.
No.
But now because Tom thought it'd be a great idea to come in with Febreze.
Oh, no.
And then so I don't know what flavor Febreze that is, but now I got you got chronic halitosis with some type of Febreze.
Halitosis.
It's just I don't know who sits in this seat, Don. I know you do. I don't know how on a daily basis you don't notice this, but this is every time I've had to sit in this chair. The minute the microphone comes close to your face, it's odorific.
Well, one of your problems, Alan, is that we don't describe the different odors of Febreze as flavors.
No.
So when you're trying to, I'm just saying that if you're picking up the taste of Febreze, it's probably not doing its job. Is what I'm saying. This is. I have not been on. It's not me. I have not been on that microphone since Monday.
You sure?
Yeah, no, you haven't been here. No.
So.
Oh yeah, you've been there days.
Yeah. You were here yesterday, though, Peter. Any issues?
Oh, that's disturbing. I was there.
Did you notice anything?
Only Peter and Carlin have been on that mic.
Only Peter and Carlin, right? Because the morning show, they're never in.
Well, it does. Does that fall?
So no one's ever sitting here.
Does this fall into the whoever smelt it dealt it category?
See, that's an interesting question.
Well, how? Wait a second. How?
Well,
I just walked in.
But kind of in reverse in the sense that the fact that Peter doesn't notice it, he might be the reason.
The problem.
It's happening.
He who dealt it can't smelt it.
Right, yeah, I guess.
Listen,
the same theory, but in reverse.
I have to tell you guys, I'm pretty open about my shortcomings. I'm not saying I've never had a moment where my wife ever in life is like, hey, buddy, why don't you grab a mint? I'm a human.
Right.
I do not believe I have the kind of chronic halitosis that is stinking a microphone over. No, I do not. I strongly, strongly reject the idea that it could be me. Now, was Carlin in today?
I don't know. He was on a Friday. By the way,
they're always in on Friday.
Friday here, I went into the kitchen area, right, and just tumbleweed just went right by.
It was kind of like that on Monday.
Like honestly,
I can tell you what.
I'd never seen that in an office before.
Don, I got to tell you, I'm getting the sense it's very early, and when I say Don, I mean Old Man Christmas. Who I'm looking on my screen. I get the sense right now, Alan's coming out shot out of cannon today. That's the energy I'm feeling. It's a playoff Friday. He feels ready for hellfire and brimstone. I'm feeling it.
I wish football was the reason and not, a late game for the Knicks in Phoenix. And he's got to work it in real time.
See,
it's one thing
Don
when
knows.
you're in Phoenix.
Don knows. Yes.
When you're in Phoenix, it's okay because you're on normal time. But when you're working these Western games in Eastern time, it's a long day. It's tough. I work with Dave Maloney. God love Dave Maloney, but he's a morning person. So if we did Rangers cracking off the monitor at 10:30, it was 10:30. So it was like Sleepy Dime Bobos by the time we got to the second intermission. So I don't think Allen's got to worry about that, and he's not doing anything off the monitor, but he's working back at the studio while the rest of the crew is in Phoenix. Was it a 9 o'clock tip?
9 o'clock tip, 8:30 pre,
right?
And then of course a full post game.
Full post game. So
and I parked my car at the Garden, and I said I won't see you till after midnight. 12 hours, like that kind of feeling. So, but Yacht Rock was fun last night at the Paramount in Huntington. It was an absolute blast, great time. And there was only one faux pas, one that was like questionable. Everybody looked at each other like, "What are we doing?"
What happened?
So they did this thing where they bring out a wheel. It's a way to like get a bunch of songs in, even though there's not enough time to play all of these. So they give you like a little medley.
Oh, okay.
So they have people come up from the crowd and spin the wheel. And so the one spin landed on, and he's like, "Oh, I don't even know if we can do this song." And then he pulls out his phone. He's like, "I got to check the lyrics." And you can't see the wheel because it's so, we were in the back. And it's "We Will Rock You" by Queen. First of all, everybody knows the lyrics to that. Second of all, Peter, you were the one that said why, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, why? We all were like,
why?
It's not Yacht Rock. So that was the only disappointing one. Otherwise, it's a fantastic show. And I want to suggest something to the show.
Go ahead.
Since we all kind of are on board with this genre. My birthday, as you guys know, is June 19th.
Sure.
They will be back in New York at Jones Beach on June 19th.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, don't you think it should be a show excursion? Who says no?
I like Jones Beach a lot.
It's a great venue. That time of year, that type of music.
I got news for you.
I
got bad news for you. I am booked solid.
June?
And
you already know, or is that you just doing the whole, I got anything other
nope.
to
See,
do?
normally I would just be doing a bit. But yesterday...
It's the last week of paternity leave.
It's a Friday.
But yesterday, it was brought to my attention that June 19th at night is the second U.S. men's soccer game in the World Cup. So I'm legitimately booked.
He's such a...
Yep. Say it. Don, go ahead.
Such a what?
I'll hit the dump button. Just say it.
Such a what? Fan of the U.S. soccer?
Yeah, I don't want to say it because I don't believe it.
It is fraud.
He's a fraud.
I have not missed a U.S.
Here's the phrase. I think there's a separation. You're such an event guy. You wouldn't be caught dead at a Red Bulls game, but all of a sudden now U.S. is playing.
Gotta be there.
I've 6 months in advance. I can't do things because they're
can't do fun things with my coworkers on one of my coworkers' birthday. Can't do that though.
I can't be involved.
It is a national holiday. Just throwing it out there.
Pele came back from the dead. Sorry, Raw's on, but now the U.S. soccer's playing.
Well, I love Brazil. That's not true. Now, real quick,
who doesn't?
There's
love
no one
Brazil?
else. Hold on. There's no one else out there who's listening who doesn't care about any club, whether it be European or MLS, but loves U.S. soccer. I'm not the only person like that. No way.
Yeah, but we're trying to do something for the show 6 months in advance.
Don,
listen,
I'm doing you a favor.
You know
okay?
what, Donnie? He's out. Okay, you and
Don,
me.
all right, you got to go to Jones
and
Beach
we'll find
now
some
on
other
June
people
19th.
that want to have fun too. And and Bobo Soccer Guy can go ahead and pretend that he's all USA now. Okay,
Bobo Soccer.
That's what we're gonna do.
All right, Don, call me from. I want you to call me from Jones Beach on that Friday. Thursday.
Friday. It's a Friday in the summer, man.
Yeah, we're going to do the show from out there.
I think we would.
So is that what you're saying? Are you saying do a live program?
Yes.
Yeah. From Jones Beach.
We'll do it from like your mother's house, something like that, right by it, not far. Maybe do some. I better Borelli's, something like that.
Yeah.
You were that, for the record, you were that into the Yacht Rock band last night?
It was fun.
Wow.
It was fun. It was great. But a venue like when he said Jones Beach, I'm like,
yeah, that's a difference maker right there.
I mean, that's going to hit different.
So you know how I feel about going out to Long Island. It's tough, but Jones Beach is worth it, man.
See?
It really is.
I'm gonna go peruse in a moment here.
Okay.
How much of the summer schedule exists? Oh, there it is. Yacht Rock Review.
Oh, think I was making this up?
I'm going to see if there's anything else that would get. But how about this?
It's on my birthday.
But how about this? If we waited a month, we could celebrate your birthday and my birthday. instead of Yacht Rock Review, no disrespect, Toto and Christopher Cross at the same venue.
I'm going to tell you something right there. This is going to be controversial. That's way bigger than a Yacht Rock Review.
Yeah,
thank
Yacht
you.
Rock.
I was not aware.
Those are the two biggest guns in their arsenal.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
How was that, Don? How's that for a comeback from your guy?
Keep in mind, Toto does not have the same lead singer. So we don't know how it's going to sound.
But
voice-wise.
Was it Lukather, the guitar player? That's the difference.
But I will, you know what? I will yield. I will yield. Because you know what? June 19th, the Knicks will probably be in, Game 6 of the NBA Finals? So I'm going to be probably busy anyway. Why'd you guys say? Why'd you go quiet?
He just blew us off.
That's not an event guy. That's an actual something that may happen.
Oh. Yeah. It could. You never know. You never know. All right, so I'll yield. And if you want to start making isn't that Live Nation? Isn't that all Live Nation, that stuff?
I think it is.
Don't we have friends there?
Probably not.
No. Yeah.
Oh, no, we do.
We do, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
So I have a feeling we're giving tickets away next week, maybe.
To that?
Two shows
through
Live Nation.
Now, how about go to the show with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg? Now we turn it into a thing.
Right. Isn't it different than the tickets we usually give away here?
They're not country. Now, on my actual birthday,
Peter.
on my actual birthday, Don would enjoy this one too, and I think Alan would as well. Both of you more than me.
What do you got?
On my actual birthday at Northwell Health, Chicago and Styx are at.
I don't hate that.
The theater.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
Your boy Rod Stewart, July 31st.
That's also very good.
That's not. These are
Skinnerd and Foreigner, August 21st. I'm good, but I Foreigner perhaps.
That one
Skinnerd,
not as much. Yeah, but the other two, we can have.
We're in business, having a conversation.
All right, so then fine. So we're already now making our plans. This is what, July for the Toto Christopher Cross excursion.
Yeah,
that's July.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start let's get the wheels in motion. We get a block of tickets, turn it into a big thing.
I like this. I like where we're going.
Birthday Yacht Rock extravaganza.
All right.
I like it.
We've done something. We've accomplished something.
All right, there we go. We're done. All right, that's the show, everybody. Well, thanks for watching.
I was going to say, speaking of big things, it looks like John Harbaugh right back in play again.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yes.
That's what they're saying.
And why are they saying
it? His boy didn't go to Miami.
That's right. So sources are telling ESPN that the Dolphins are finalizing a deal for their next player personnel general manager type will be John Eric Sullivan. And he's from the Packers. So this is not the Chad Alexander from the Chargers that has Ravens blood that everybody thought you connect the dots and Harbaugh's going to end up going there, right? So that feels like now the Dolphins, who thought were to be this imminent threat yesterday, now have gone in a direction that takes the threat away, or at least you believe it takes the threat away. So now what? Like, is it a matter now of it's up to the Giants at this point?
Yeah,
it's really, that's it? It's up to you, New York?
Well, first of all, and I speculated this yesterday, that we were it was just reporters reading the tea leaves. Yeah, that there was no real actual facts pointing to him going to the Dolphins, just all the relationship with Michigan and his brother and Ross and all. No, but they end up going. They said, sometimes you got to listen to what they say. They said that the firing of their head coach had nothing to do with John Harbaugh, and they were going to go hire the general manager they wanted to. It looks like they want to do the whole blueprint of the Green Bay Packers. That's the reason they went in the direction that they went into. And now John Harbaugh is back in play, and I guess was never not in play for the Giants. And he'll go in next week. He'll interview, and it comes right down, Alan, to what you've been saying all along. John Harbaugh is going to interview the Giants next week, not the other way around. And if John Harbaugh hears what he wants to hear, he will be the next head coach of the Giants. And I'm hearing that you're probably looking in the neighborhood of 5 years, $100 million. You're looking at something very significant.
Wow. That is significant.
Really, you think John Harbaugh is going to go somewhere for less than $20 million a year?
Well, who was it that suggested that he could? Did Gary say that, right? Oh, you don't have to pay him a ton of money because the offset for Baltimore, and I thought that was crazy. Right? Like Gary's got great information, but that's one where I thought there's no way. Like you're giving him a blank check and saying, "What do you want?" Like that's what you're doing because that's how desperate of a franchise you are, and that's a real thing.
And who needs a coach that is going to fork over that kind of money? You think Tennessee's paying that?
I think any NFL franchise can.
Well, I know they can.
Yeah.
But the question is, listen, we know Cincinnati can, but would they? No, absolutely not.
Right. There you go. Right.
I don't think Tennessee's going to pay a head coach $20 million a year. I could be wrong. Like you said, they all make it, but whether they're willing to part with that kind of money. And listen, the Giants are an organization that doesn't like throw money around necessarily, but I just think the importance of making sure that he becomes their next head coach is so significant at this point. It would be such a PR hit if you lost out on him.
Yeah.
You can't have, well, he wanted 20 and we were only willing to go 15 million, and that's why he's not back here. That's gonna make them look awful.
Well, Jim gets 16 a year, and he signed the 5-year, $80 million deal.
And who's the better coach?
Well, it's just giving you the example
that.
of everybody always gets more, right? The high end coaches. It's the same as quarterbacks. It's the same as anything else.
It keeps going up.
It always goes up. It's never going to go down. If you are a high level, tier 1 head coach with a ring, that's what you're going to get. So I'm just looking at what he already knows what his own brother's getting, right, or what he got, and that's 5 years, 80. And what is that? 3 years ago, 2 years ago? So
yeah,
it's going to go up for a guy of his stature.
And what's available?
That's right.
Right. Now, what can throw a wrench in this whole thing is what happens on Monday night in Pittsburgh. Because if Tomlin all of a sudden shakes loose,
I don't know if you can.
We got to stop saying shakes loose, because let's be honest. If what really happens is you're getting tossed on your head, it's not so much that you're slipping away from these teams. They're throwing you out like Jazzy Jeff on the Fresh Prince. You know what I mean?
I get it, but it's all a nice way of saying
something.
It's
very clean. It's very clean. I still don't see that. I really think the only scenario at this point in which Tomlin goes is if it's a debacle, particularly if they don't have another quarterback situation besides Rodgers. If Rodgers plays well and comes back, and he's sort of been hinting that he could. If Rodgers comes back, guys, they're not moving on from Tomlin right now. They're not. Why? Unless they have another plan, a trade, a draft, something there to get a new QB. If they decide to run this back, why would you move? It wouldn't make any sense. Well, they're keeping it together, and they figure we'll just get rid of them both at the same time. Then, if it doesn't work out,
you're going to be starting over, right? If you're going to go find another quarterback, you're starting over.
Yeah,
and then that would be the way. All right, we're going to move on from Tomlin. We're going to go with a different coach and just kind of reset. But if you're competitive, even in a loss, but you're competitive, maybe you don't get a break, a bad call, and Rodgers is red hot after throwing for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, but they come up short, and he wants to come back, why wouldn't you run it back one more time? With Baltimore not having a coach, Cincinnati's a mess, Cleveland's going to have a different coach, still a very winnable division, and then you just tell Tomlin, hey, you get one more kick at the can with Rodgers, and then we can blow it all up after. I'm with you. I'll ride Rodgers as long as he's willing to go. Now, if he looks awful or gets hurt and they're non-competitive, that could speed the process up. But if they win or they're in this game and Rodgers wants to come back, why wouldn't you, Peter? Why wouldn't you? What's the appetite to start over? I know there's a lot of quarterbacks that might be available now just based on how the way things have gone in these playoffs in college football. But kind of give me the known. And based on how Rodgers played in the second half, got Pittsburgh into the playoffs this year, I would ride it out one more time, depending on how it looks on Monday. But it's nice that the Giants are back in the favored position to get this guy.
I think all of these things are so funny. Like the line between, feel me on this one, Don. The line between quote-unquote super expert and complete yo-yo who knows absolutely nothing, it feels very close when it comes to things like where's a coach going. There are some exceptions where there's someone who's truly in the know.
Well, you're hearing from those. You're seeing them with a command of the internal knowledge, right? Because
teams,
but the Giants will want some things out there about their interest, right? So that's going to get out there.
But Don, I've argued this before on the show. but they also work people.
Oh, yeah.
People get worked. And, so we'll still take it at face value of, oh, my God, they know. Well, they know that that's what they wanted to tell you, and you don't know. So it's just interesting. I thought it really felt like you could see the Vegas odds shifting towards not Tomlin, towards Miami for Harbaugh, or Harbaugh if you're Richard. And now we sit here and nope, it doesn't. Now, and by the way, does this mean it inherently rules him out of Miami? No, it doesn't do that either. It just makes you think the Giants are on an even playing field again.
Well, they need to. I just think the pressure's on them more than anybody else because of how desperate their situation is, right? So that's what's going to make the next week so big. So we have a big football weekend, of course, because we have Wildcard Weekend. We have the 6 games. We're going to pick all 6. We're doing our pick 6 as this will become an annual thing on this show, as long as it is a show. And then after those games are over and the excitement of the first, the opening weekend of football will be for the Giants, who are not involved in it, just like the Jets are not involved in it. But it could be the biggest news of the week because of the stature of John Harbaugh.
Of course.
And that's what you're waiting on. And Donna, that's exactly what it is Joe Schoen and the Maras, who are also involved in the front office, will be involved in this meeting, and you're selling your franchise to him. And it's got to be an awkward place for Joe because you don't know if he's going to say, well, Chad didn't get the job in Miami, but I like him, and we need to bring him in here. And for Joe, he's got to know, whether it's for my job or to work with me, one way or another, it's going to be a short plank. Right?
Well, yeah, for sure.
It could be awkward, but you got to do it. It's
we don't even know what his marching orders are. Remember, every statement has been he is going to lead. We're sticking with Joe Schoen, although not giving him a contract extension
yet,
and he is going to lead our search for a new head coach. All right, well, he'll be in on the interviews, but we don't know if he's been told, listen, we're going to go and we're going to hire a coach here, and your future is going to depend on who we hire. And your job is to find the guy that's going to lead us to the promised land, not save your job. And that's pretty transparent, right? I think John Mara and the Mara family and the Giants, even Tisch, could say, is this the right guy or is this Joe Schoen just trying to save his ass? And if John Harbaugh comes in here, are you really going to be like, guys, I don't know if John Harbaugh can do it.
Yeah.
He's
not really our guy.
I feel uncomfortable with him.
No, it's not working.
Hyman Schwartz over there, a guy I knew from college, I think he could be our head coach, and he will only come here if they give me a 10-year contract extension. I think he should be the guy. No, they're going to read through that. And as a professional, I know this sounds ridiculous.
That'd be
for
bold
fans
to say
hear.
something like that.
Do you know? I know this is ridiculous. I just remember Brian Cashman years ago was in the last year of his contract, and they did not give him a contract extension until after the fact. And he's making trades and he's working it. And I remember talking to Michael about it, how do you do that where you might actually be improving the team for the next guy? And Michael's like, because it was Cashman's job. He's the GM. You do what's best for the team. It's not about self-preservation. It's not about making yourself look good. It's about doing what's best for the team. If Joe Schoen's job is to hire a coach that gives the Giants the best chance to win, and that's his job, and that's the mission statement, then you go out there and you do that, even if it means you end up losing your job.
Yeah.
Because if you go out and get the wrong guy, you're going to lose your job anyway.
It's the right thing to do.
And then if they do shake you loose, that will look good to other organizations like, hey, Joe Schoen did the right thing. He's a good guy. Let's give him an interview. Let's give him a job. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's the way you got to work it, no?
Yeah, it is. Of course it is. But it's an awkward place to be.
No,
it really
I'm not
is.
saying it's not.
That's incredibly awkward.
Hey.
But that's what he's doing. He is selling the franchise. He is saying, here's what we got. He almost has to sell himself. Think about it. He's not just selling the Giants and their situation, our cap situation, our roster, our draft picks, our capital, all the things that we have. He can't just sell that. He's also got to go, and this is the stuff that I do that makes your life easier, and here's how I'll work with you so that we can build this roster together. He's got to sell not just the Giants. He has to sell himself.
Sure.
There's a lot of pressure on him in this.
A lot of pressure.
His sit down with Stefanski was probably very relaxed. It was probably very chill. This will feel. This will be this will be for him a very difficult situation because he is not just selling the franchise; he's selling himself.
Selling himself, and you talk about awkward. His contract situation, everybody he hires, every free agent he signs to a multi-year contract will have more length on their contract than him.
For now.
Everything is awkward. So it's all an audition.
Yeah. But that's what's coming next week.
Yeah.
And there's plenty more to talk about on that front. But if you were concerned about the Dolphins, it does feel like that concern. Now you can exhale and move on to whatever the next thing might be, which is, of course, if by chance Buffalo loses or some other team loses and suddenly Harbaugh might be a candidate for that. But in the meantime, the Giants are next up when it comes to sitting down with him and seeing if they can make this thing happen. There are games to talk about, but there was a game. What else is there to talk about, Peter?
Well, beyond the games to talk about, there's games to pick and there are games to bet. And you know where you could do it, Alan?
FanDuel?
That's right. FanDuel's giving all customers a profit boost every college football playoff game day, folks. That means more chances to level up your picks and turn big moments into even bigger wins. Ride with the favorite, take a shot on the underdog, or build a parlay, then apply your profit boost and go for bigger winnings. FanDuel's the best place to get in on the football action all playoff long, and when you win, you'll get paid instantly. So visit FanDuel.com/local to get your college playoff profit boost today. 21 and over and physically present in New York, opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
So last night we had one game that was an epic finish. So we have one team in the national final, and the ending had some controversy, but the result of the losing team, there's a whole story about Ole Miss and that loss. But their starting quarterback did something that might also have an impact on the draft. There's a lot to say about that, and also Aaron Rodgers having a lot to say about the Jets. And as we get into the Jets, I also want to point out something that you'll hear as well. Woody Johnson, very much involved, and that's why urgency has suddenly entered the chat. 800-919-3776. We'll get to your call certainly as well. Just getting started on a Friday here in New York City. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
St. John's looking to make it 2 in a row when they travel to Creighton. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1:40 on 1050 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon and happy Friday, but not a happy ride on 80 eastbound in Jersey. Over by exit 42 for 202 in Parsippany. Accident investigation. Been out there for a couple of hours. Only one lane is getting by. You're crawling there for about 5 miles, backed up into Rockaway. Eastbound 46, a good alternate through the area. Inbound George looking good for both the upper and lower decks. Heaviest ride to the outbound side. Cross Bronx westbound. Slam from the Bruckner on through. Just picked up some late running road work on the lower level. Outbound Lincoln Arnie about 15 to 20. Outbound Holland 5 to 10. Bumper to bumper on the LIE westbound in Queens. A crash involving a box truck in the left lane by the BQE. Traffic is solid from Maurice Avenue. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead.
Really?
That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. With BetMGM's second chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The college football playoff isn't over. Not yet. That epic run, that wild dream, not over till the clock hits 0. Till the stadium shakes. Till the wild things are let loose. Till the trophy is lifted and the confetti falls. This is the national championship. When it's over, you'll feel it. This is the wild world of college football. The CFP National Championship, Monday, January 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All right, 800-919-3776. We'll get to some calls here. We'll get back into we'll get into a Jets conversation that we have to have. So
Why?
No, we do.
It's Friday. We're having a good time.
Yeah, but this is one we have to have. You guys know me. I've said they don't deserve our attention, but this is one that does deserve your attention because these are the types of things that I always believe you cannot sweep under the rug. You got to continue to point them out. Shine the light on them because if you just ignore it, the problem gets worse. But last night you saw Trinidad Chambliss, who was playing Division II football last year, came really so close to pulling off an incredible performance and winning a game to take Ole Miss to the championship game. Lane Kiffin, of course, wanted to make sure he got credit.
Yeah, right.
We'll get to that probably in ENN.
So lame.
or maybe even on Fraud Friday. But the bigger story is this, is that Chambliss, who's, 23 years old, he had applied for a 6th year. Carson Beck, by the way, is in his 7th season playing college football.
It's crazy.
All right, so this is really becoming Van Wilder. But the NCAA denied his appeal or his application for a 6th year of eligibility. And everybody that I know in football was saying, why? He doesn't need to. Guys, this draft that we were told is not going to have like any really good quarterbacks, and you might have 1 or 2 we could have 4 in the first round. By the time we get to April, and you know how the hype starts to work, the machine really works. Trinidad Chambliss has come out of nowhere. And when you watch him play and you see him, how calm, cool, and collected he was in the fourth quarter of a national semifinal performance, how are you telling me that there's not a desperate NFL team out there that wouldn't take him in the later stages of the first round?
Later stages, maybe.
Well, I'm not saying top 5 and not top 2.
Well,
but why wouldn't you? He's got a ton of talent.
I'm with you, and I think a lot of the old school scouts do look at the games, the performances, and the high pressure situations. I don't know what the ratings were last night, but I'm sure they were through the roof.
Oh yeah.
So to play in front of that many eyeballs and to perform at that kind of level, that kind of pressure, to me, that shows that you can handle the NFL. But we've seen so much evidence of movement in the first round coming after the season is over, with the pro day, with the Wonderlic, with the interviews, that the combine. I just wonder how many of these general managers even pay attention to that. The fans do, because what else do we have to watch? We're not privy to all what his 100-yard dash is, or his vertical leap, or his Wonderlic test. All we know is we watch the games on Saturday.
Right, you listen with your eyes.
Right, but a lot of these guys don't. They get caught up in everything else. So, yeah, there should be movement, but it seems like all the movement comes after the fact. So it'll be interesting to see where these guys end up getting drafted, and it may not necessarily be based on how they play this weekend or on the 19th.
Yeah, we're talking about tonight where it's Mendoza and Moore, 2 guys that expect to go 1 and 2, Indiana and Oregon playing in the other semifinal. And Mendoza has won the Heisman. He's got the number 1 team in the country. He is considered right now to be the number 1 pick, but if he has one bad performance, is that going to knock him off the pedestal? Who knows? But all along, it's always felt like him, and if Dante Moore was going to come out, that he would be the other one. But with Chambliss, again, Beck, you could say 7 years of college football. He's 25 years. This guy's got 3 kids and a mortgage. Like what is? But it doesn't matter. Joe Burrow came into the league older. How'd that work out? He still went number 1. So. Now, Beck is nowhere near Burrow, but the point is that he is experienced, and he showed you something last night. And I'm telling you, Beck is another guy that you could see a team saying, that's not a bad quarterback to draft. Now, maybe is it in the first round, or is it in the second or third round? Whatever it is, you're going to see more. You have Ty Simpson from Alabama, Nussmeier from LSU. There's going to be like 6 quarterbacks in this draft, and 4 of them could go in the first round. With all this talk of it being a weak quarterback draft, you still probably could see 4 because of what we're seeing. And tonight's game is going to be a lot of fun to watch and very interesting to watch as well. But last night, that kid and his story, that jumps off the page, man. I mean, he's pointing at defenders. He's moving people. His legs, his arm. That could have been a pass interference on that final play to get them one more play.
It wasn't, but where were people speculating that he would go prior to the game?
Nowhere. There was zero talk about him.
So then, I would say then he is much more likely to go somewhere. But you wouldn't imagine he's going that high.
You don't think that he could work his way after this performance, and then obviously you start watching tape on him, and then you meet him and all the stuff that goes on. Like Don just broke down. You don't think that he could find his way into a 15 to 20 to like one of those picks, 22, 25.
Don, tell me if you think I'm wrong here. If considering it's not like this team has not been on the radar and people don't know him. If that were to be true, I wonder what are these people doing all year? How could you possibly, Don? It would be one thing to jump from not being talked about to the 3rd round. If you're telling me people could be 5.5 rounds off on someone who is playing in meaningful games all year, Alan, you may not be wrong.
No. Do you trust Mel
what are we
Kiper?
doing?
Do you trust Mel Kiper?
How could I not?
Okay. Mel Kiper has him 4th right now among quarterbacks in the draft.
Okay.
4th among quarterbacks.
Mendoza, Moore, Simpson, then him.
Flip it, more Mendoza.
It doesn't mean that they'll all be taken in the first round.
Right. That could still mean midway through the second.
Right. It's not.
If you had a team with an older quarterback, and we need, I just, like I said, like,
I think a veteran quarterback, not an older quarterback, but someone you feel really good
Isn't
about.
the first round, for the most part, about, like, the quarterbacks that is the only thing people are talking about. Everybody talks about the quarterbacks in the first round. That's like the goal for so many teams. And that's why all I'm saying is that we went into this saying the draft is a weak year, right? And now it almost feels like, wait a second, it's still going to get 4. And all I mean is, and this is how you transition into the Jets.
I love it.
The Jets have 2 first-round picks. They don't need to take a quarterback at 2. They could take one at 15. Or they could trade back at 2, turn it into multiple picks. Let somebody else be desperate, go after somebody like Moore. And you get somebody that might not be immediately ready, because you're not going to get anybody immediately ready at 2 either.
Right.
But have somebody that might, in a shorter time, become more ready. And then you go with a bridge quarterback next year. And that gives you more picks. Like, you can turn those picks into more picks. You know what I mean? Like, and have more draft capital. But the Jets, these are the types of tough decisions you have to make instead of the desperate, like, well, we have to take a quarterback at 2. But if you do, you still might get a guy that's not ready anyway.
But if you believe whatever the general managers or organizations are telling you, and sometimes I think there's smoke screens all over the place.
Of course.
As we found out with Shedeur Sanders last year, is that if you didn't have a quarterback on your board, how he performed yesterday is not going to matter. If he's on your board and you want to see more, that's going to help. But if you don't like him, I don't know if one game, as big a game as it is, as great a performance it is going to move it for these guys.
Oh, I understand.
But
they're doing homework. They're not watching one game.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So
then why was he not being talked about previously? Or was he by some?
I'm not saying that he was, like, it was, silence.
Like, where did Kuiper have him a week ago? Is my question, I guess.
Well, we should ask Mel, or we should just look that up. I don't know, but I know that, like, look, Ole Miss has had a great season. He's been the quarterback for the majority of it, right? And he's played really well. So, it's not that this guy's come out of what I'm saying is, a year ago he was at Division II Ferris State, Division II, and now he has a chance to be a first-round pick. And I don't think that's crazy to say. That's all. That's simply what that's about. All right. We have a lot of calls to get to at 800-919-3776. We do have Fraud Friday coming up certainly as well. We have our picks to do today as well. We're doing all 6 games, but we want you to be part of the conversation going forward. So we're going to do that next. I do have that Jets stuff to get to because you do need to hear it, because if you're a Jets fan, this is part of the problem. So stay with us. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery rankings.
Listen up, football fans. At Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
The college football playoff isn't over. Not yet. That epic run, that wild dream, not over till the clock hits 0. Till the stadium shakes. Till the wild things are let loose. Till the trophy is lifted and the confetti falls. This is the national championship. When it's over, you'll feel it. This is the wild world of college football. The CFP National Championship, Monday, January 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery rankings.
What are you feeling today? You don't know? Just shook your head.
Who's that?
Jake's just feeling away today, right?
A little Seeger.
Yep.
What song is this? I like it.
Is this the song they used in Armageddon?
Roll Me Away, Bob Seger.
Yes, when they were given the free night pass.
Yeah. That's a great. You know what? That's a great moment in the movie, isn't it? It's low key. Because you see, the debauchery and the hilarious of it, but you also feel the emotion of that, the finality. That was a really good scene.
I don't know why I like that movie as much as I do.
Same.
But
you love that movie, Don.
But I don't want to.
Because Deep Impact is better.
No, it's not. Armageddon's better.
Way better.
No, it's because Deep Impact is better. That's why you're struggling.
Well, again, I wanted to do a podcast. When my brother and I had that show, I wanted to do a show on Armageddon and Deep Impact and which one's better.
Wow.
But my brother had not seen either of them, so that kind of ruined the chance of doing it.
I got to tell you, that hurts.
But me and Andrew Gunling got into fights over that because he's a Deep Impact guy.
Yeah,
I bet he is.
Excuse me?
What?
Listen,
I meant the movie.
I love Andrew. Mm-hmm. There's nothing deep about his impact.
Oh, my God. What the hell is the matter with
800-919-3776. Let's get to the calls here, boys. How about...
He didn't need to do that.
Javier in Queens. Javi, start us off,
Not
man.
inviting me, buddy.
What's going on, guys? What's up, fellas? I've been trying to get on all week. I want to wish you guys a very happy anniversary.
We made it.
I knew this show was going to be good. I didn't know that it would just get better every single day.
Oh.
You guys are just
Wow.
tremendous.
Well,
I'm telling you.
Working on it.
You're hitting it out of the park.
Love it.
And this is a Knicks call, but I just wanted to point out, I'm not Puerto Rican, but I do know how to pronounce his name correctly, and it's Harbog. That's what we're calling him out in these streets in Queens.
If he doesn't become the Giant head coach, that's what I'm going to call him from now on.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Oh, I want to ask, the Yacht Rock review, like, what is this? Is this like a DJ Cassidy pass the mic situation with a lot of, like, middle-aged white guys? And
I would
so
love
suits?
that.
Like, what
Wait a second.
No, it's just a band.
That
It's
sounds
just
great. No, yeah, they're
No,
very
it-
good.
Oh, man.
They're a
I'm
very
telling you,
versatile
it
band.
could work.
They really the guy who played a saxophone, a flute, he played everything. It's unreal. And then the other guy who was on keyboards, he was all over the map. They had a couple of good guitars. The woman who sang the female songs, unbelievable voice, and then the lead guy, he had a great charisma and voice. And it's just the ability to kind of hit the different sounds and not make it sound like, oh, that sounds terrible, right? Like every song sounded right. That's hard to do when you're singing it, and it's all different voices. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun, Javi.
Yacht Rock gets a bad rap because some of the musicians are very well respected. Little known fact, Toto is the background musicians on a bunch of Thriller
that
tracks.
is correct.
I think like Human Nature is like a Toto song, basically.
That was a Toto song.
I'm going to push back on one thing.
Uh-oh.
That's no longer a little known fact.
It's not. Yeah, that's a well-known fact.
Yeah, because
the documentary. It's at it now. It's here. We're here.
Yeah, because what's his first name? The Lugather, the
Thanks,
guitar
Javi.
player. He's the primary guitar on Beat It. The solo was Eddie Van Halen, but the entire song was him. Like so, no, they're all very, very talented.
Yes, and we're going to see them in July. Dan in Saratoga. Dan, you're up.
Big fans, guys. What's going on?
What's up, man?
It's all going on.
Hey, so my Giants point is I like John Harbaugh, and I want him to be the coach. Okay, now on to music. I know you guys are a music show, so let's just,
that was it.
Let's just get this out of the way here. I'm going to give you three groups, okay? Just give me your top in order, rank them 1 to 3 if you could, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you the Commodores.
Mm.
I'm going to give you Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Ooh.
And I'm going to give you my favorite, the Bee Gees.
That's not easy.
I lost him on the
sorry,
third one.
it's an underrated songwriter.
Bee Gees.
Barry Gibb is amazing.
You didn't hear Bee Gees, Don, or is it you just don't know why he's putting them in this category?
I didn't hear
Gotcha.
Bee Gees. I'm sorry.
sorry.
The Bee Gees for me is 1, Earth, Wind, and Fire 2, Commodores 3, only because some things you think are Commodores are actually Lionel Richie's solo.
Fair.
Thanks, guys.
And I love all 3, but that's the way I'd rank them. How about you?
The Bee Gees records that I love, but I think it's hard to put them over Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In
terms of greatness, it's tough.
Yeah, I go Earth, Wind, and Fire, Bee Gees, Commodores.
I got to look up the Commodores hits.
No, you'd be
they
surprised,
have a bunch, right?
Yeah.
No, I know they got a bunch.
They even had a couple after Lionel, if
yes.
you can believe it.
Yes, they did. Jose in Connecticut. What's up, Jose?
Hey guys, first before my Giants, Peter, the reason that Syndergaard wasn't known much, he was a backup, and it wasn't until he stepped in that people started actually catching on. And when Tippin got fired, he stepped up as a leader, and that.
How many games did he play before the playoff?
He came in like the third, fourth game of the season, so about 10, like 7.
All right. So a little behind, but there was still some time for tape for sure. All right.
But guys, and not to you guys because I think you guys are being like level-headed on it. But you can tell there's so many people even on your station acting like if we don't get Harbaugh that world ends, right? Like I love Rothenberg, but his mood for the day is based on whether or not they're getting Harbaugh. And it's like there's other good coaches, like he doesn't have to come here. Hey, I mean I want him, yes, but we're talking about if these other jobs open, right? The Buffalo or Green Bay. If those open, those are two more good coaches that have, that are now available. So it's not the end of the world, guys. Like for everyone that's freaking out, like we had to get this guy or my season's ruined. Like let's just be patient and hopefully at least they get a guy that has experience, not another coordinator. That's my only main hope. I don't want another defensive coordinator.
Jose, I think if that's what you're looking for, you're not going to be disappointed. I don't see them hiring a young coordinator type. I think you're going to have, whether it's Stefanski or McCarthy or, Harbaugh, you're going to get something along those lines more than I think you're going to get the inexperienced type. I didn't realize that you guys were I just am taking a glance at the monitor because here in the studio it's hard to see our shot, YouTube. Mm-hmm. Don looks like a floating head. Anthony, am I wrong?
Isn't it better than before, though?
Wait, why a floating head?
This is what you get, guys.
He must be wearing black.
Oh, it's dark now.
You get Darth Don, or we get overexposed Don.
Darth Don.
And we have to figure out,
now,
maybe we'll make a poll out of it.
Now,
which one do you like better?
To be clear, Don, I think it looks great.
Okay, good.
It has like a really cool studio vibe to it, and I like it.
Peter looks like he's inside of another box because he's got the TV behind him.
Oh, and the reflection off the TV is not exactly helping him. Yeah.
But
he's clear.
The light in this room bothers me.
But it's very quiet, so I can't complain.
Yeah, and you're clear, which is
nice.
great.
But to the caller's point, if you go to Mike McCarthy, should you be that disappointed? We talked about how their resumes are almost equal.
Right.
All right, I can understand wanting one over the other. I would rather have Harbaugh than McCarthy, but I wouldn't look at it as a complete fail. But now if there's no McCarthy and it's Stefanski, like each one is a different level of disappointment. But again, I didn't get a chance to hear the morning show to see what Dave was saying, but you can't get apoplectic if they lose him and go to McCarthy.
But you understand that what happens is it's that when Harbaugh becomes available and you become a legitimate candidate for him, that's the big prize. And you're in New York. You expect the best. You want the best. Get the best guy. We couldn't get the best guy. So now we got to settle for second best or even third best, and that's going to be disappointing.
Right, I understand that, but I guess my argument is McCarthy that significant of a pivot? Is that
Harbaugh?
That significant a consolation prize? When you look at their resumes, they both have won Super Bowls. When we had Michael on the other day, he talked about how they've almost have the same winning percentage. The only difference is that McCarthy was in Green Bay and Dallas.
Right.
But that I think that's almost a compliment to him that he was able to have similar success in Dallas. All right, he did win a championship. Nobody's won a championship in Dallas in 3 decades. Tony Romo couldn't win there as a quarterback. Nobody's won anything there as a head coach since Jimmy Johnson. Right? So, technically, Switzer, but I think everybody gives Johnson credit for that.
Yeah, right.
But you know what I'm saying is that like if you go to Stefanski, I can understand you're disappointed. Stefanski doesn't have any Super Bowls. He's got a couple of coaches of the year. So what? The Giants just fired a former coach of the year. But that's my only argument. I'm not saying not to be disappointed in the prize in Harbaugh, but is the second place finish that far behind in McCarthy?
No, but
I don't think so.
No, and we won't know that until the season starts. But the emotion, and Dave is going to be right there front and center. The emotion will be we didn't get the best guy available. Meanwhile, on the Jet side of things, when I tell you that the owner is the problem, I'll explain why the owner continues to be the problem. Next, Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
The wildcard round is here, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day, during the wildcard round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Pick the matchups you believe in, take a shot on an upset, or build a parlay that fits the moment, then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. So visit FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day, during the wildcard round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Often required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
401 in the big city, as a great man once said. With Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg, I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776 is the number. Before we get into more things here, fellas, Chris on Twitter asked a question that I think we need to answer.
What's that?
Are you guys not on Alexa anymore? Suddenly I can't get her to play you guys to save my life.
Well, I haven't tried over the last couple of days, but every time I've done it, I've always said, Alexa, play 880 ESPN New York, and it comes up.
All right, so Chris, try that. That should work, because I think that's how it is done at home, right? We have to say 880 ESPN, right?
Yes.
ESPN New York.
I was going to scream. I just screamed, this isn't North Dakota, this is New York at my thing.
I like that.
Yeah, it works.
And what happened?
No, nothing. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't play, but I have fun.
Oh, well, that's fun.
You know what I mean?
We like that. And there was something else.
But please let us know if that doesn't work.
Yeah, we need
to find out what's going on.
And Carrie lets us know that the Toto with Christopher Cross, by the way, and the Romantics.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I didn't mention that. Sorry.
Oh, he didn't mention that.
I didn't.
At Jones Beach is on a Sunday, July 19th.
Oh, look at that.
Does that change anything?
Wait, Sunday? No. Better.
Remember,
probably.
June 19th is the Friday. That's the birthday one of the review band.
Yeah, that's out.
But if you want to go authentic, and is there anything more authentic yacht rock than Toto and Christopher Cross?
It's pretty tough to beat it.
It's pretty authentic. That's July 19th, and that's a Sunday. And I don't know if that changes things for Don, because it is a Sunday. It's a sacred day.
A very sacred day.
6:45 on a Sunday night, coming to Long Island might not be the best.
Well, it's never a good time. But
Wow.
if there's
when is a good time to drive to Long Island?
Always.
Would you be honest?
When I'm going home, it's always a good time.
Yeah, well, that's true.
For me. But anyways, we'll effort that. Guys, how about Aaron Rodgers? He can't keep the Jets' name out of his mouth. At least he doesn't say the Jets' name. But one thing that he likes about Pittsburgh that he couldn't stand in New York was rumors.
One thing I really love, and it's kind of the antithesis of where I was, there's not really any leaks in the boat. Every year you have difficulties and adversity, both on the field and off the field. And to go through a season like this and to be able to focus on football and not have a lot of other little out there has been really nice.
That has been a problem with the Jets, hasn't it? And it was something that drove Rodgers crazy. He hated it. Where do you think that all stems from? Why are the Jets such a leaky boat no matter what no matter who's in charge, GM, coach, and all that stuff.
Losers leak.
Really?
That's just, no, when you look at it, losing organizations always leak stuff. Why? Because you've got people in a losing organization looking to get out, trying to do favors for other people, hoping that maybe when they get fired or they leave, they've got a nice landing spot someplace else. They're not as protective of their jobs because the team's losing. They probably want to get out anyway. Or guys that are looking for media careers when they're done with their team. That you're always looking for favors because you're looking to get out, right? Just put yourself in that situation. If you're in a job, dead-end job, you feel like you're going to lose it, you feel like the restaurant or the plumbing company's going to go under, what are you doing? You're putting out feelers, you're checking, you're networking yourself so you have a landing spot when everything blows up. That's what a leak is. Let me give a little information to the NFL Network because somebody over there might be happy I gave him something, so when I get let go, I might get a chance to be on the NFL Network. Or maybe they'll say something nice about me so that I'll get a job someplace else. It's all favor doing. When you are a solid organization and everybody's in good standing, you don't have to leak anything. You don't have to talk to anybody. You're happy with your job. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
It's the way it is in
look,
sports.
Look,
and the Jets have been a losing organization for a decade and a half.
And that's usually what happens. Bad teams, you always got to get the explanation. It's not my fault. Here's what's really going on, right? Like, that's always what happens there. But it always, to me, it comes from the top. They don't button it up. And a lot of times the leaks come from the very up high. It doesn't cut, like, again, how much are you trusting some of the lower level people who you know are CYA? But the upper people that have been there for a long time, those are the ones you trust. And they're the ones that are always going to be putting out stuff. Well, and it's just, they have to be the leakiest franchise in New York. They have to be.
And usually the losers are the likemies as well. Please like me. You'll say nice things about me. God, listen, I
do
really,
you a favor. Let me help you. I'll help you out, but you got to look out for me. Yeah.
Really respect the two people that I'm going to bring up here. I really do.
Okay.
One, I owe part of my career to. The other, I had a great relationship with.
Okay.
And that's Robert Saleh and Joe Benigno. All right? Joe let me talk on his overnight show when I was on The Fan. Really helped my career. All right? And Robert Saleh was always stand-up with us when he was a weekly, and I think a really good defensive coordinator. Robert Saleh gave his phone number to Joe Benigno. Was a like-me moment, hoping that when Joe would go on the air, he'd say nice things. Why else would you exchange numbers with Joe?
You don't think that was suggested to him?
And if it was, it's the same thing, right?
I think it was suggested
why don't
to
you
him.
give Joe your number, get friendly with him?
This
that way when he has a meltdown on the monologue, maybe he'll leave you out of it.
This guy has the ear of the fans. It's really like the way he goes, that's the mood of the fans. You really want to get on his good side, and that could work to your favor.
We all have relationships in this business.
Big fan.
And I don't want to speak for you, Alan. There are people that I become very friendly with. But it's funny how it works. When they're in the business, meaning working with a team, you have a relationship with them. When they no longer work for that team and they're independent, their relationship becomes closer. And then when they get back another job, the relationship kind of goes back to the way it was before. Like, that's kind of how it works in the world, right?
Yeah.
So when you're
that's interesting. I can totally see that, and that's very interesting.
Yeah. So it's like, let me get in good with Joe. And then they become really friendly when they're not working, and then all of a sudden everything's fine, and now I shut it down. Listen, I'm not saying either of them are wrong. Good for Joe. You'll get a number of an NFL coach, go back and forth, and I'm not saying that Joe isn't significant enough to be in touch with, but if you're an NFL coach and you're worried about what I'm saying on the air.
Yeah, no, then you're focused on the wrong things.
To the point where I'm trying to make you that your focus is in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Win games, and then I'll be on your side. Lose games, then you're going to have to take the slings and arrows.
Right.
But that's what a losing organization does. And you hit the nail on the head, Alan. It probably wasn't something that Robert Saleh even thought about.
No, of course
not.
The
organization, it might not be a bad idea. He's a super fan, talks about the Jets all the time. He's got a huge following. Might not be a bad idea to get on his good side.
Yeah, and he's such a nice guy that he's probably, I'll do it. Yeah, whatever. But, and then you don't realize, come on, how many holes into that round was he like, what am I doing here? Let's be honest.
Because Joe's Joe. Right?
Let's be honest.
And I say this with love. Joe's not thinking about relationships. When it's time to rip the Jets, it's going to rip them.
Of course.
That's actually
so it doesn't matter. So it's not going to work.
That is a compliment. That's what he's supposed to. He knows that's the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly. So it's not going to work. And then what ends up happening is the team gets all upset, and then they shut him down because he didn't play ball. Well, just because I give you, I accept your phone number or whatever, we exchange digits doesn't mean it's some kind of an agreement that now I'm in your pocket. But that's the way it gets perceived. That's the way it looked like. But again, it's all what losers do, because losers spend time worrying about damage control than how they're going to win the next game.
Mm-hmm.
So take a look at it. Steelers, all right, they haven't been to the promised land in a long time, and Steeler fans will tell you, be the first to tell you. But they're a buttoned-up organization that's all about trying to win, so they don't play those games.
And that's been all. Is that why the Jets lose? No, but it's all part of the fun with this franchise. So with that in mind, Don, again, I'll give you all the credit in the world. Last summer, when everybody was excited about the turnover and the new coach, the new GM, and now they bring in Justin Fields, this young coach. Rodgers is finally out of here. Ding dong, the witch is dead. A new regime, a new world, and everybody's going with this defense. They can win 7-8 games. They can do this. They can do that. And you're like, do you notice that they are tamping down expectations and everybody else is fired up? And you were right. And then all of a sudden, towards the end of the season, and especially after in that post-season media address, right? Their exit interview with Muji and with Glenn, they both talked about a sense of urgency going into next season, which felt weird because right now it feels like rock bottom. How can you have an urgency when you're at rock bottom? You're still climbing. You can't start having expectations because you've got a lot of work to do. But they were setting that tone already. Why? Well, what did I say? What did I say why? Why were they all of a sudden changing their tune?
Because of their owner.
Yeah, because we know Woody Johnson can't sit for 5 minutes and see some criticism of him or his franchise, and now he starts to get frustrated, and he gets mad, and he starts letting everybody know, we can't wait, we have to go for it. That's speculation by me, but it's informed speculation because I've watched this team for a long time. Every year of his ownership, I have been alive. Well, Rich Cimini said this on Flight Deck. Tell me if it sounds familiar.
Woody Johnson is committed to Aaron Glenn. Now, call him crazy, but that's the situation. I can tell you this. Johnson was not happy by the finish to the season, despite the circumstances. Yeah, rookie quarterback, some injuries, evaluations, some quote-unquote tanking. He was not happy to see his team get blown out 5 times in a row in historic fashion. As you know, first team in NFL history to lose 5 straight by 23 or more points. That's incredible. Not even Kotite did that, not even Gase. And so Woody, from what I understand, didn't even go to the last 3 games, which is unlike him. So just because, he didn't fire Glenn does not mean he's happy. He was pissed.
So, first of all, Rich has been covering the team since they were named the Titans. He knows everybody, everything. He's seen it all. When he says not Kotite, not Gase, he's literally covered both coaches. So he knows what he's saying, and he knows people, and he gets great information. And what I want to point out to people is, from my own experience, when the owner wants everybody to know that I'm not happy, I'm keeping this coach, but I'm not happy. I'm so mad. I didn't even go to the games. That's how mad I was. Like, it doesn't have to be about you. That stuff doesn't need to be out there. It's not important. So whether it's Woody saying it to someone to make sure that someone then tells reporters, that doesn't make sense. I'm keeping him, but just know I'm not happy. Like, does anybody in their right mind think anybody'd be happy with a season like this? But this is the problem. You keep making it about you. So while Rich is the messenger, and it's very good information because it just keeps reminding us that the owner still makes it about him, it frustrates the hell out of me that he just can't go quiet. We all know the season sucked. Nobody wanted to watch those games. I didn't either. But for you to say things like this, he's not happy. Of course you're not happy. That stuff to me is, I feel like it's just extra. And it's what he is. It's so on brand for him. And that's why I'm worried. While I'm impressed with Darren Muji, I'm worried about a panic move. With all this draft capital they have and all this stuff, I'm worried about that panic gamble move.
I always felt, too, when I was telling you over the summer of how they tamped it down, I always felt that they did that almost for Woody. So Woody wouldn't, say something or get crazy. Just, hey, listen, we're not going to be good this year. So let it alone, all right? We got the right coach. We're doing the right things. Don't get caught up on how bad we are because I'm telling you, we're going to be bad. And they were able to keep him at bay for a year. But he gets asked something, and he should be disappointed. But you're right. He cares about how he's perceived, and he's probably listening to the fans. And, Jake Aspen's done a great job. He's been against Glenn kind of from the beginning, ripping him. He's got a huge podcast with the Jets. I'm sure a lot of that gets back to Woody, our show, the fans, what's being written about. That's all a reflection on him, right? He knows how disappointed the fans are, so give the fans what they want. Hey, you think you're upset? I'm red hot. And he should be. What, did they lose by more than 23 points in all 5 games? Matter of fact, if I thought he was smart enough, maybe he was deflecting away from the fact that they were tanking. And if he shows how upset he was, that nobody will investigate the fact that maybe they didn't care about those last 5 games.
You think he's that smart?
But how do you really feel, or is it just all PR? Hey, I'm really upset. Now he's on notice. And now you've built up, you've let the fans know, hey, I'm hearing you. Yeah, of course Aaron Glenn's on notice. And then did you notice what happened at the press conference?
What?
There was a little bit of, hey, we could turn this around right away. We could be competitive next year. So now all of a sudden the expectations change a little bit. It was 1 year of nothing. Now
competitive and respectable, right? Those were the words.
You've got the owner saying he's red hot. You've got the general manager saying, hey, we could be respectable as early as next year, not having any idea who his quarterback is going to be.
So worried now.
So, yeah, it was for 1 year, and now you're going to start to see it ratchet up because at the end of the day, it's a business. You've got to sell something. They didn't sell anything last year because there was nothing to sell. And what did you see? The only time the building was full was when they played teams that were attractive, like when the Cowboys came to town, when the Patriots came to town, right? Otherwise, nobody was there. It was a bunch of those different shades of gray seats that they have at MetLife Stadium. Well, Woody was able to live for it for 1 year. He's not going to do it again. So now you're going to have to build it up. You're going to have to hype it just a little bit. Because at the end of the day, for Woody, it's a business.
Peter,
it's all PR.
Peter, wouldn't it have been better if instead, like if anybody was asking, well, how's Woody? How is he feeling about this? Just to put out, he understands the process. You know? He understands it. Like and that's it. Nothing else. Is he unhappy? Is it? No. He knew the process and he trusts these guys. And that's all you say. Instead of he's mad, he didn't even go to the last couple of games. Like, no, come on, man.
What you want to have when you have an owner who doesn't know what they're doing is you want to get as much confidence as possible that they're not involved. So expressing any type of strong emotion about it makes you think they are involved,
right? Or could get involved,
or they're about to, or they're getting involved. Yeah. You certainly prefer they understand he understands what we're trying to do. And we have his trust.
Well, I'm worried now about some type of a gamble, roll the dice type of thing, and that's what you're worried about. You don't want to see it happen, but I needed to play that because that just the Jets don't deserve a lot of our attention right now, but that did.
If I worked for Woody Johnson, my advice to him would be don't try to win the court of public opinion. Cannot be done.
Right.
Jet fans hate you. They think you're the reason why they don't win. And the only thing that will change that is winning.
Thank you.
So don't think that some stomping your feet and saying something or firing a coach in week 5 or 6 of the season saying I'm in charge. Nothing. It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't resonate. No.
About what
two things will resonate.
Lay out.
2 things. 1, winning. 2, freeze ticket prices. That's it. Those are the things that resonate. Everything after that, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares.
That's the thing, reality. Too. But what did they do with ticket prices, Alan?
They raised them again.
Right. Yeah. So now you feel like an obligation of, well, now we got to give them a little something. We got to stir it up just a little bit. We can't soft sell it a second consecutive year. You see how that worked out. Yeah. Nobody's in the building.
800-919-3776. Let's get a few more calls in here before we get to Fraud Alert Friday. Judy in Westchester wants to help us out on the Alexa thing. Judy?
I like it.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
I just wanted to let you know we couldn't get you guys for like 2 weeks on Alexa, and it was very frustrating. I Googled it, and they said you have to say iHeartRadio, so that's what I was doing for a while. But then for some reason it started working again. So I don't know what happened, but we really couldn't get you guys.
Wow, sabotage.
Well, that's inexcusable, and we're going to try to figure that out because there's got to be a way to do it because that's how I consume. wake the kids up. We sit down, we have breakfast. I ask Alexa to play the show, and that's how I listen to the morning show and stuff. So we need to figure out what needs to be said and clear that up. So if you ever have any issues, please let us know, because we don't want people going without, because that is definitely a way to consume us.
I know. And that's what I do in the morning, too. Then in the afternoon, I watch you guys on YouTube. But it was like crazy. I couldn't get Bart and Carlin. I couldn't get anybody. And I was like, this is not good.
Well, Bart and Carlin's one thing, but, Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, please.
That's the thing.
Wow.
That's the thing.
Judy, thank you. And, again, keep us up on this. Make sure. Thanks so much.
That was great. See, I don't like to hear that.
No. Stuff should work around here.
Because sometimes that happens. I will say this. Give it a second or third try, because sometimes, for whatever reason, I don't know whether it's the Alexa or whatever, I'm not that tuned to the technology, that sometimes it might take a couple of times. That happens with everything. Whenever I ask for something, sometimes you get silence. And the other thing that drives me crazy, and it will lead me to eventually breaking something.
Just something. All right, that's good.
Because then I start arguing with Alexa. I'll say, Alexa, off.
Argue.
And then she won't shut it off. Alexa, off. And then it gets louder. And then I'll say, Alexa, I will unplug you. Alexa, off.
We need this on camera.
And then
Don just exploding, like just turning red, fighting with Alexa. We need that.
So then I yank it out of the wall as if like some punishment, right?
See.
Then forget to plug it in,
Fix
and then
that.
later on, Alexa, like I realized it's not plugged in. So I felt bad, and I'm like, I'm a mental patient, I need help. Until the other day, I see Nancy in a full confrontation with Alexa, and I'm like, okay, this is now officially
a confrontation.
Same thing. Alexa, off. Alexa, off. I will unplug you.
We dragged the Alexa out there, and not a person named Alexa, the actual instrument that we use.
We need this on camera.
This reminds me of some of my favorite content right now, which is there are some content people on social media who make videos of them arguing with the AI. Like they'll film themselves. This one guy, he'll film himself, right? He'll hold the camera up in front of him, and then he'll start slapping himself in the face. And he's like, I'm being attacked. And the AI can see it. And he'll be like, the AI's like, oh, it seems like you're just having fun and playing around. He's like, I'm not playing around. It's hurting me. And he gets it to watch. It is, guys, we are literally, the moment of us and robots is so close to us.
Yes.
Don, in some ways, I feel like it should excite you because like you're a sci-fi guy to some extent. I feel like it taps into like your old Planet of the Apes interest. We are moments away from. It's going to be like, you know what you said, there were tumbleweeds in the office earlier, Alan? Soon it'll be on Fridays, it's just us and the robots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the robots will be walking around.
Wasn't that the premise
Maybe
of
they'd wave.
iRobot?
That'd be nice. iRobot, yes. Yes.
But now it's like, it's pretty close to here. It's scary.
It definitely feels like it. Do we want a hockey story to cleanse the palate?
Why not?
All right, Joe in New Haven said he slid into Don's DMs recently.
Hello.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey, Joe.
This was probably a year ago, and my wife and daughter were off for the day. They were out, not coming back, and all I had to do was cut the lawn and do my thing, and I had a lot of dad time. So I go behind my garage, a la kind of like Don at Clipsies, and I fire up the Bouvange, and you guys started talking some hockey about Tage Thompson, another UConn player that were playing in the league. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, I decided to slide in Don's DMs on Instagram, which is random. Don's not really a social media guy. Definitely embarrassing moment in my life. Don didn't respond, which kind of hurt my feelings.
Oh, Don.
Don't be embarrassed. He has no access to his Instagram.
I'm 3 or 4 years ago, maybe even more, my Instagram got hacked and I tapped out.
Of course it did.
So I have
What's
not
the
done
story,
anything.
Joe?
Well,
what's the story, Joe?
You make me feel better about it, Don. I will tell you, like a month after the fact, my wife and I make it a point to try and make a Ranger game every year in person. And we were there, and I went up top to check out the seats on the bridge just to see what the vantage point was. And we saw you up there. You were doing the radio call, I think, prepping for the game. And I said to my wife, I said, I got to go apologize to Don. And she says, you're a maniac. He's going to think you're a psychopath. And I'm not getting back on the train and going home. We're not getting kicked out of here tonight. So you're sitting back in the seat. We went back downstairs, and that was the end of it. But funny story, you harbor some of that self-embarrassment, I guess. I thought it was a funny story, but Don never knew about it, so I guess it doesn't matter.
No, and listen, Twitter is probably the way to reach me. I don't know if you're on Twitter, but if you were to DM me on Twitter, I wonder how many DMs I have sitting there on Instagram. I should just take it down, right? I don't even do anything with it.
You'd have to gain access back to it.
But I have to gain access. Again, I got hacked, and I was just like, I was out. I wasn't really in to begin with. Peter was trying to convince me to do it. Mm-hmm. But people are funny.
Yeah, I'm not big on it either, and that was one of the weird things about it. I don't know where I got that idea, and 3-4 hours later when I came down, it was, oh man, what did I do?
I need to know this. What did you say to him now?
No, you guys were talking about Tage Thompson and another kid that was out of UConn that started playing for the Islanders. For whatever reason, his name's escaping me.
Okay.
And you guys were just talking about it, and I just hit Don real quick with both UConn products. Their program's been real big recently.
Oh, all right. So nothing. It wasn't anything salacious that you said to him, that you embarrassed yourself.
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. I
No,
thought you were
nothing
ripping
fair.
into me or something like
No,
that.
I was hoping it was something a little bit deeper,
No, it's
Joe.
all cool, man. And if you want to reach me on
Thank you,
Twitter,
Joe.
you can do that at Don LaGreca, and you can DM me. I had a guy come up to me during one of the Devil games a while ago, and it's totally serious. He goes, Don, I want to apologize to you. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, what happened? When I heard you were hired, I hated you. I don't need some Ranger announcer coming here being the Devil fan. But then I listened to the interviews and I read the stories and I found out you were a Devil fan, and I'm totally cool. You sound great. Really appreciate it. I just want to apologize. I'm like, dude, I never knew you felt that way, so you don't have to apologize. I thought maybe he tweeted me, go die, kill yourself.
But he felt a way. He's like, you know what? I didn't like you, but now I do.
But he never reached out to me.
Rick
so
used to get that all the time. When Rick and I first started on the air, a lot of Ranger fans would call in and say, I used to hate your guts, but now after hearing you on the air, and all that, like I love you now. And it's like he loved that. So just take it as a compliment.
No, I take it as a compliment, but I'm like, dude, I never knew. I thought maybe you reached out with your displeasure.
Yeah, no, he felt guilty because he likes you now, and he's like, I feel terrible that I used to hate him. So there's that. He's a bit of a fraud, and you know what we have coming up next?
Oh, yeah.
Fraud Alert Friday. Stay with us. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
It's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Ski areas nearby in very good shape, and mountains up north receive more fresh snowfalls this week. We have some changeable weather moving in, but dry windows for skiing and riding both Friday and Saturday. We'll start in Vermont, where I had 2 good ski days this week, one of them at Killington. There's Skyship protection from the elements, and they have new comfy cabins, too. Killington was 72 miles of trail, Stratton with 92 slopes. Both spots got 5 inches fresh just before Wednesday. Gore Mountain and Whiteface got fresh snow in the Adirondacks this week, and they both have at least 85 trails. Ski Butternut on 21 trails plus snow tubing in the Berkshires. Mount Peter and Thunder Ridge both around 75% with softening snow and wet granular day and night in southern New York.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Bet365 is... Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Not so great on the BQE westbound, trying to leave Queens and head into Brooklyn. Broken down car in the right lane right before the Kosciuszko Bridge. You stay packed on the westbound side, heading over to the Brooklyn Bridge and Atlantic Avenue. Hutch Drawbridge is up. Traffic is stopped on both sides in the Bronx. Heaviest ride to the outbound George Cross Bronx westbound, bumper to bumper from White Plains Road on through. Inbound George just picked up the roadwork on the upper deck, about a 5 to 10 minute ride. Outbound Lincoln, your best bet at 10 to 15. Outbound Helena, run you 20 to 30. New crash in Jersey 208 northbound, left lane out by Goffel Road in Hawthorne. Delays are starting to back up to Route 4 in Paramus. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Rich Eisen here. LinkedIn Jobs is stepping things up with their new AI assistant so you can feel confident you're finding top talent. Get this. Employees hired through LinkedIn are 30% more likely to stick around for at least a year compared to those hired through the leading competitor. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Score more with a college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
Did you or someone you know participate in fraudulent fan behavior?
I'm a fraud with a capital F.
Is your friend a fraud?
I have been a complete and utter fraud.
Are you a fraud?
What is fraud?
Let's ask Don McGregor.
Screw! Go scratch yourself!
Brought to you by D'Agostino Law.
Sponsor from D'Agostino on Fraud Friday. Welcome aboard. See, Don's testing out the gavel as he's supposed to.
Very good. I like the sponsor, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's why I just said it. Because I feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited about it. Trying to get my camera angle right and make Anthony nauseous at the same time. Really, really unhappy with the look of this room. But I can only do what God's done with my face. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
Great. What are you talking about?
I just don't like the angle. I don't know. I'm not happy.
At least you're using something that shoots you straight rather than... I don't. When the gift that Don got that he just refuses to use.
But I still should be higher up. I should still stack this on something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think it looks good.
I'm looking forward to packing that gift tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
And throwing it in the garbage.
Yeah, right.
That's what you're saying.
Just pack it right in the garbage.
Packing it up and throw it in the trash.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, here we go. Hey guys, I'm afraid you have a fraud in your midst. Hasn't our friend Don been absolutely adamant that it's fraudulent to root for a college you did not attend? Which is it, Donnie?
Yes.
Did you attend school in Oregon? Or are you a massive hypocritical fraud. The floor is yours. Your friend, Dove in Boston.
When did I say I'm a fan of? I mean, I'll
earlier this week, I said I asked you if.
Yeah, I'll root for them to win, just like I root for Rutgers because they're local. I'm not a Oregon fan. Do you see me with a Duck jersey? Even though they're gorgeous, by the way.
You love a Duck.
Who doesn't love
I like
a
it
Duck?
when like the fluorescent green. Sometimes they get a little kooky with their uniforms, Oregon. But you can have a rooting interest. But am I an Oregon fan? Am I wearing paraphernalia? Do you see anything?
No.
I just said that, you could root for teams. Doesn't make you a fan. No. So, sorry. You're a fraud for being so off base.
Peter, is this allowable? Can a judge rule on his own case?
Do whatever I want.
Or do we need some outside help?
We should jump in here, but I'm actually going to side with Don also.
I am too.
If he had said,
but
sorry to ruin it.
You made it too easy though.
Don't we have a no fraud drop this time?
D'Agostino.
There you go.
I like that.
Thank you. That's how you do
I love
it.
it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's keep moving.
Tough start.
What's going on, DHR crew? Hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I'm writing you to finally settle a dispute between me and my boys. We all used to do a sports podcast a couple of years ago, but stopped due to a million reasons. One of our co-hosts is a Pelicans fan.
What?
But claims the Knicks as his second favorite team. My other co-hosts, who are Knicks fans, parentheses, I'm unfortunately a long-suffering Nets fan, would always clown him for that and call him a fraud whenever he claimed to be a Knicks fan.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where it gets interesting. About 3 years ago, my co-host went to a Knicks versus Bucks game. The two actual Knicks fans both claimed my other friend was actually rooting for the Bucks over the Knicks during the game. To this day, my friend denies it and says he only likes the Bucks because he's a big fan of Giannis.
Oh boy.
But there's a lot here. And that
now we know why this podcast didn't make it.
Yeah, and that aside from that, he was rooting for the Knicks the whole game. I wasn't there, so it's kind of a he said, she said situation for me. I reached out to all of them about it, and they all gave me permission to reach out for a ruling. Is our friend a fraud Knicks fan?
All right, so he claims to be a Knicks fan, but he rooted against the Knicks, against the Bucks, because he loves Giannis.
Well,
I got the stats correct.
But he's a Pelicans fan first.
Oh, he just
wait. You're a Knicks fan, and you were rooting
I have to ask
against
more than
the
three
Knicks?
questions.
Yeah, that's it.
Fraud.
Yeah. Throw him in jail, lock, and throw away the key.
I don't like these people.
Who are these people?
Because I want to really give a lecture here.
Oh, TED Talk.
Just sit back, everyone.
TED Talk.
No, you don't have to sit back. Matter of fact, I want you to lean in.
Oh, okay.
Is that it's okay to root for other teams, hey, well, the Knicks are out of it. I hope this team does okay. We all do that, right? Mm-hmm. You got to do it in New York during the NFL playoffs. Got to have some sort of rooting interest, right?
Sure, we all want to watch.
But these people that I'm a Knicks fan, and I also my second favorite team. Come on, isn't your second favorite team another way of saying I've got somebody auditioning for the number one spot? That the second that this team ticks me off, the second they don't win for a long period of time, I'm going to slide 2 into 1. Isn't that what it really is?
Yes.
Isn't that basically your sports gumar?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's like I love my wife, but I do have the second girl lined up.
This is my sports gumar. That's what this is.
Yeah, this is why, Alan. We'll never be as great as Don.
No, that's an amazing. Well, first of all, now it's got me thinking. Do I have a sports gumar? I don't know, do I?
No, who would you?
I'm trying to think, because that sounds really nice. It's almost like you fall back.
No, you need one. You need one.
Well, I always, as a Jets fan, I always need one this time of year.
No, but there's a difference between I'll hop on this bandwagon this year because the Jets are out, like you've said. That there's a
that's not a gumar. That's not
but when you have a full time I'm a Knicks fan and a Pelican fan. The Pelicans are my second favorite team.
Yeah.
What that basically is saying is if for whatever reason the Knicks went south and the Pelicans became great again, oh, my God, all of a sudden the Pelicans are number one.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
The sports guma is exactly why I don't like the regular guma. It makes no sense. For what I'm trying to say here is this. Alan, you don't need a second team to make you miserable. You wait for the moment when something sexy pops up, right? Right now, for example, Allen's Jets almost killed him.
Yes.
And he was walking down the street one day, and he just bumps into this beautiful blue, navy blue jersey with a little bit of red and white, and all of a sudden it's the very sexy Drake May. And he's going, I like watching this team. Now, he hates them, hates the Pats. They find him disgusting.
Isn't that
but
weird?
I know him. But he gets satisfaction out of watching them play.
But you know what? Isn't that the definition of the guma, though? It's the one like you'd never be with.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
You just can't
No,
help
but that's
yourself.
what I'm saying. You don't want a guma. You know what the guma is? The guma is the woman who Tony almost killed on The Sopranos.
Yeah.
You just want an affair. Who needs a whole second relationship?
That's the whole idea.
That's a
though.
nightmare.
It's like two worlds that would never have collided, but once it did, it was like, and that's the Patriots for me.
It's like Saturday nights for the wives.
But I just want to taste.
That's why.
Saturday nights for the wives, Fridays for the girlfriends.
It's the dumb. I want to say this to anyone listening. I hope you hear me. There is no bigger sucker on this planet than someone who not only has an affair, but then it turns into a whole side relationship.
So
now you have two.
Yep.
Hold on. We all know we're just answering to our wives. Now you have two. What are you doing?
What are you doing is right.
That's nutty.
And
So,
the
anyways,
other
I
thing-
see sports the same way.
Okay.
So fraud.
Fraud. Love it.
All right,
Sports
guys,
guma is now a thing, by the way. That's a thing
Yeah.
forever.
Fraud.
Love it.
Judge Don and the council. Picture it. Estelle Getty voice. 1994-95, Staten Island. An 8-year-old boy started playing organized football when the Cowboys were on their tear. I loved Jay Novacek and Moose Johnson and styled my aggressive play around Moose's play. As a dumb kid, I declared to be a Cowboys fan because of the players I liked and to piss off the Giants fans. But, disclaimer, the Jets are my AFC team. Oh, boy. My immediate family and friends were Jets fans, and my broader friends group and at school were mostly Giants fans.
But it was too hard to be a Jets fan.
For some reason, I've always disliked the Giants and gravitated to the Jets. I'm an NY fan in all other sports. I stuck with that until my early 20s, but I had an unspoken resentment for my poor childhood decision and deep down realized I wasn't a real fan of that team. One of the breaking points was having to defend two crazy owners, Steinbrenner and Jones, in many sports arguments. It became too much to stomach. The point of no return was when my now estranged father told me that him and his current wife have something in common. We have something in common. We're both Yankees and Cowboys fans. At that moment, I dropped the Cowboys completely and stuck with the Jets solely. Though I can sleep easy now with a clear conscience, my heart has never hurt so much over a sports franchise, but will stay loyal to see the day they turn it around. I'm honestly a little nervous about how Judge Don will rule, but I will abide by his decision. Chris.
Sounds complicated.
Took a lot to get there.
And he sounds like he's a pretty good guy, but he's a fraud.
Oh, my God. No.
Again, back to the previous conversation. Oh, my AFC team, the Jets. And now what ended up happening, all right? Now the wife got a little problem. Maybe she cheated on you. Maybe not the greatest of people. So what do? You slide over to the girlfriend and now make the girlfriend the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Fraudulent. All right? You made your decision. You live with it. Till death do you part. That's the whole idea of fraud, right? You're a Cowboy fan. You chose to be a Cowboy fan. You got to live with all of the garbage around the Cowboys. Not slide into the Jets DMs because of the fact that the Cowboys wronged you. That's not the way you're supposed to be a fan. Out.
Easy. All right, here we go. Last
that's
one.
Easy.
To be short and sweet, unlike others.
Yes.
That's what he said, and he's right. Don always hates a national broadcast because they talk to us like we've never seen the game. Yet, on last Friday night's Call of the Devils, Don said, if you're new to the game, about an offsides challenge on a Devils goal that was overturned. Is Don a fraud?
No.
Well, of course not, because how is that feeding you information about the team that I know you already know, or, hey, letting people that might be watching their first game learn the sport? That's how I learned the sport. How do you think I figured out what a safety was or what icing was or what offside was? You watch the game and you get it explained to you. Not everybody's a diehard fan. So I just tried it. I forget what did he say? Did he give the example of what it was?
He said it was about an offsides challenge on a Devils
That's relatively new, right, Alan? It's over the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
That
I'm
you
just
could
letting
challenge
people know
offsides.
that you could challenge offside, Peter, but if you're wrong, you get a penalty.
That's a big deal.
So I was just letting the audience know, and I figured instead of talking down to the people that know, I just said, if you're new to the game, just to let you know that if the Devils are wrong on this challenge, the other team's going to get a power play.
D'Agostino.
Is that dumbing it down for the local audience, or is that just me being kind to people that might be watching the game for the first time?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because I think even the casual viewer might need to be reminded of this.
Well, not only
that's
that,
the problem with
hockey-
diehard fans is they feel like everybody should know that, and it's like, no,
Hockey-
you are a diehard fan. Not everybody is.
And hockey has, let's be honest, it's very fast and has a lot of rules.
A lot of rules.
And let's say you have a boyfriend or girlfriend who watches with you, but really doesn't know the sport well. You kind of need, Don, not only do you need to hear it once, you need to keep hearing it. There's a lot in hockey.
Hey, that's how you learn. Now, as far as the national analogy, if he wanted to call me a fraud, if I had said during the Devil broadcast that, in case you weren't aware, the Devils were very interested in Quinn Hughes, but they couldn't get a deal done and he went to Minnesota, be like, duh, we've been following that forever. We're Devil fans. We're watching the Devil broadcast. If I'm doing the game on ESPN Plus, I might say that because maybe you're watching the game and weren't that in tune with what was happening with the Devils. That's the problem I have when a national broadcast talks down to the local team. But giving information on a game that people might be – and listen, Alan, to your point, maybe I insult people if I just say, hey, the rule is if they get it wrong, it's a power play for the other team. I let them know. I know everybody knows that, but just in case you're new to the game and didn't know – and there might have been somebody, especially people that might be watching the Devils because they just were a fan of me or hopped on the game, whatever. Hey, there's a lot of people that just watch the game and they don't know hockey as well as everybody else does. How do you think you learn?
Exactly.
Guys, that is Fraud Alert Friday,
Okay.
brought to you by D'Agostino Law. 35 years of getting accident victims and Social Security disability clients every dollar they deserve. Offices in New York and New Jersey. 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
D'Agostino.
Don called to the carpet twice today in Fraud Alert Friday. Do you have a fraud to call out? 800-919-3776 or anything else that we've had on the table to discuss in the 5 o'clock hour? We'll finally get into it. The weekend, the Wildcard Weekend. That's the one where you just sit down and watch football all weekend. And we have every single game. We're picking every single game, and we're putting a point system on all 6
That's right. Pick them all, baby.
Pick them all. That's coming up. So we'll break down the games first, discuss everything that we like and don't like about these matchups, and then later in the 5 o'clock hour, we'll make the picks. You can join us in those too. What do you like? What do you don't like? What are you most looking forward to and all that? Stay with us. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
At City Harvest, we're on the road every day rescuing millions of pounds of nutritious food for New Yorkers in need, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering buy one, get one 50% off and every day 0% financing. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends January 31st, 2026.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
The college football playoff semifinals continue. Let's go! Tonight in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
I get questions, how are you going to sustain it? We're not looking to sustain it. We're looking to improve it.
Hoosiers! The Indiana Hoosiers face the Oregon Ducks.
Touchdown, Oregon! The magic continues!
The college football playoff semifinals.
Tonight on 1050 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
You're definitely in the mood today, Jake. This is a great song, though.
Oh, man.
This is the hit without Lionel.
Yes.
Also a fabulous movie.
Night Shift.
Yeah. Michael Keaton.
Was a friend of mine.
Henry Winkler.
Yep. And this is such a great song, man.
Who is that? That's my fiance. Oh, nice frame.
I didn't even want to interrupt this song, but I have to because I have to give you a game time, boys. Brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time,
it's Tully time.
Oh, that's vicious. The Knicks visit the Suns in Phoenix tonight. We have coverage following Dan Grassa on 880 at 8:30. The Nets host the Clippers at 7:30. That's playing a lot better lately, by the way. Coverage of the Peach Bowl. That is, of course, a great quarterback matchup that if you're a Jets fan, you're going to want to watch, even though I probably don't see you're going to get either one of them. But the Peach Bowl you can hear on 1050, and that starts at 7. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Manny in Flushing. Manny.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
Good. Alan, I want to ask you this from a maybe a perspective, because I read reports that John Morant now is involved. Now that Grizzlies are open for a trade, which team do you think will fit his skill set?
Chicago.
Okay.
I could see the Bulls. I know that's a notoriously cheap organization, but they're kind of wallowing in mediocrity where they have good runs and then they've got to figure it out. They got to get somewhere. They haven't paid Kobe White, so he's easy to move, and they've been trying to move Vucevic forever. But they've got a couple of good young players, and he's got to get out of Memphis. And so I could see Chicago. That would be one team that I would think should be interested in him.
Okay, he does seem fine.
Yeah, where?
Because I really want Minnesota.
Minnesota. How does he fit with Anthony Edwards, though? He don't guard worth a damn, and he needs the ball, and so does Ant. Ant's really like the engine of that offense, right? So I don't know how that makes sense. I think I do think Minnesota is going to look to be active at the trade deadline, which, by the way, guys, is less than a month. NBA trade deadline is less than a month. And it always is, at that crazy time of year where there's always that one trade. Now, Trae Young was already dealt. Did you see this, too? That the team isn't saying it, but everybody knows because it's being whispered from the team that they're probably not going to play Trae that much. Like, you're not going to see him in a Wizard uniform that much. He has like a quad contusion or something like that. And they're going to let him heal as best he can, which means we don't want him to play. Now, you know why? The Knicks have their pick, but it's top 8 protected.
Right, yeah.
And so you remember Dallas a couple of years ago, the Knicks it was a top 10 protected, and the Knicks were, after the lottery, it was outside. So like the Knicks would have had a chance to get that pick. So the last couple of games, Dallas sat everyone, and they tanked to make sure they stayed within 10, and then they get the pick that turns into Derek Lively. But the league fined them for tanking, and it was $750,000. Do you think that they even blinked at that?
No.
So you're going to watch Washington and see what they do, and I'm sure that Washington doesn't care as long as they get as long as they're in the top 8, they don't lose their pick. So it's twice the Knicks could have had picks, and they're going to get screwed.
Teams
aren't trying to win.
And I'm like $750,000 for an organization. Now, that's a lot of money for you and me,
of course.
But for an organization, they wouldn't. They'd still do it. The idea is to get a punishment that would stop teams from doing that, like making them forfeit the pick. How about that?
Yeah. Well, just think. You just traded for a guy who was a all-star, right? He has been an all-star multiple times. You just traded for him, and you're just, he's got this thigh contusion, so we're going to let him get right.
Right. Well,
at some point, if you're the league, you're like, he's got to play. He's got to play. Otherwise, we're going to start calling it out because it's a bad look. Now, again, if the Knicks didn't have this pick, would I have this same vim and vigor? Maybe not. But it's still something, though, that the league keeps trying to stop, and they're never going to stop it, which is why the next thing is, why would you ever have protected lottery picks? That has to go. You're trading a pick, you're trading a pick. It can't be protected. You can't put protections on it because then this stuff starts to happen. Then it doesn't even become a real thing. They're so protected that, all right, I traded, but, you and I both know you're never getting this pick because we're just going to make sure that we're going to lose enough to keep it. So that's something to watch in the NBA, that they'll get rid of protections on these picks because it ends up being stupid. That's why I like these valuable picks everybody has. They have so much protections on them. Are they really that valuable? So that's a story to watch there.
Yeah.
But
if it's protected, it's lottery protected. What is it?
Well, it's for the top 14.
I'm just saying that if I make a pick for a first-round pick, and you're like, and then you find out
you don't get that
protected,
pick.
and what's the matter?
So then it moves. It moves forward 2 years, and then if you still don't get it in 2 years, it turns into second rounds. 2 second-rounders, which is like, what? I don't want those.
I remember as a Devil fan, the year of the Lindros draft.
Yep.
The Toronto Maple Leafs. This will blow your mind. Peter may not remember the name. The Toronto Maple Leafs traded a first round pick to the Devils in the Eric Lindros draft when the Leafs were bad for Tommy Curvers.
I remember Tom Curvers.
Good player.
Yes, very good player.
First round
Tom
pick
Curvers.
On the year of Lindros.
Oh, boy.
So what happens? They end up, and I remember rooting against hoping maybe this will turn out to be the first round pick. They get Eric Lindros.
Yeah,
didn't turn out to be that way. Ended up being second pick, which ended up becoming the third pick because that's when San Jose came into the league.
Oh, they
couldn't give San Jose the first pick,
of course,
because then that would be Eric Lindros. So they gave him the second pick. Devils got Scott Niedermayer, so don't cry.
Well, that's not nothing. Yeah.
But imagine that. But we'll trade him a first-round pick, and then but it's lottery protected. So if it ends up being in the top 4, then it'll be that changes everything.
Yeah. Again,
that'd be an easy fix, right? And just no more lottery
that's
protection.
What they have to do that soon because it's almost comical at this point. What's not comical is we've got playoff football. Can we do it
now?
Shall we? We are. In the 5 o'clock hour coming up, the wild card games, our favorites, what we like to see. What do you like to see? What are you looking forward to seeing? 800-919-3776. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN, New York.
It's Wildcard Weekend and The Wiz has you covered. Tune into The Fine Line Saturday at 8 a.m. where The Wiz talks about all 6 football games, including Green Bay at Chicago and Buffalo at Jacksonville. And The Wiz gives his Super Bowl prediction. It's a must-tune-in Saturday at 8 a.m. Plus, The Wiz talks college basketball, NBA, hockey, soccer, and more. Follow The Wiz on Instagram at Joe Wiz Sports. It's the best bet in town. The Fine Line with The Wiz Saturday at 8 a.m. Be ready to win.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey. Stay away from 1 and 9 in North Bergen, Tunnelly Avenue. Everything's shut down over by 495 in the Lincoln Tunnel. Down pole and wires on the roadway. Everybody being forced off onto Patterson Plank Road and Union Turnpike. Rough ride on the Turnpike Western Spur southbound. A crash in the center lane by 15X and Sea Caucus. Slow crawl there from Route 3. Inbound George looking pretty good for both the upper and lower decks. Best of it's the outbound side, Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound, some solid slowdowns from the 79th Street Boat Basin. Outbound Lincoln, your best ride at 15 to 20. Outbound Holland, 20 to 30. This report is sponsored by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Well, the PCA can help. It's a national nonprofit developing better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. More info at positivecoach.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. Meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
5:03 in the big city, the big 5 o'clock hour on a football Friday, one of the last remaining football Fridays, boys. I mean, we're right into it now.
Right.
Wildcard weekend beginning tomorrow. We got a slate of games. Where do we start tomorrow? Is it 4? Is that the first game? Is a 4, right? We have 2 tomorrow.
No, don't we have an early, don't we?
No,
it's 3, 2, 1.
4:30.
Yeah.
4:38, and then there's an early Sunday.
Yeah, Sundays. Well, we got a 1. Yeah, 1 o'clock, 4:30,
like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a typical Sunday.
2-3-1.
But we have the 4:30, which is it's the one that Peter, you always like to sniff the mic and say that it smells like a Thursday.
Yeah, but there's not really a pure Thursday this time around.
No, but
there's not a pure Thursday.
Can I argue And 800-919-3776 for everybody who wants to join the conversation. Can I argue that as much as that feels like one of those just, bring the barf bag game, there's a weird interest in it, isn't there? Because it's such a big spread that you're almost like, I kind of want to see if Carolina can even just stay in it, right?
Yeah. I think people are disrespecting Carolina.
Yep.
Because of their under
for good
500.
reason.
Yeah, of course. They've earned it.
That's how you do it.
I remember that I believe it was the last time an under 500 team won their division, made the playoffs, was Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, I think it was 2010. And New Orleans came to Seattle, and the Seahawks beat them. Now, Seattle had a tremendous home field advantage, but Carolina's home. They beat the Rams already. And over the last 8 weeks, only 3 times in that 8-week span, that's 2 months of football, did the Rams beat a team by more than 10 points. And the 2 times they did it was against Arizona. Nice. The other time was against Tampa. Otherwise, they've been in close games, including losing to Atlanta when they needed that game on Monday Night Football a couple of weeks ago, remember? Because they wanted to get the 5 seed to get this gift of the winner of the NFC South. And they ended up losing to Atlanta. Came back, but because they got a turnover, but they ended up losing the game on a last-second field goal. And then the Rams took care of business against Arizona at the end of the season. But I love the Panthers. Not to win the game, but I love to keep it competitive. Everybody thinks it's a walkover. We had Damian Woody yesterday. Like, who are the Panthers playing? Like, they're completely done, disrespected. They beat Dallas when the Cowboys were still very competitive. I don't think they can. They're the one team I don't think is capable of a run.
Mm-hmm.
But hanging in this game, I totally see it.
Yeah. The Panthers would be the second double-digit home underdog in a playoff game in the Super Bowl era. The 2010 Seahawks were -10 versus the Saints.
Yeah, and they beat them.
In the Wildcard. They won 41-36. That was the Beastquake game with Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
So,
now,
so you have that.
I got to ask you a question, Anthony.
Hello, Peter.
You've been very wisely going against this team whenever you can. I mean, when I say team, I mean us, the 3 of us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, people should know this, that he's just using our picks and then saying whatever they agree on, I'm betting the opposite.
If all 3 of you do it on a 3-point play, come on.
Fading the boys, though, that's not right.
It's a very good reason. Now, you, I know, have been interested in the fun of betting on Carolina on the money line to get like a plus 340 payout, whatever it is.
It's like plus 460.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear the way Don and Alan just love Carolina to cover, doesn't this push you towards the Rams winning by 35 points?
Well, it's an excellent question, Peter.
Thank you.
It's an excellent question. And Damian Woody scared me off of it yesterday, too, because he said, and yes, the Rams are getting healthier, and they're not going to come over to Carolina in a middle of the year game going, it's 1 o'clock. We have to. That's not what's happening here. They're going to be prepared. They know they had to do this. They're not going to get the West Coast malaise.
Yep.
So am I concerned? Yes, but I can't overlook the fact that this team, regardless of who they had or didn't, actually beat the Rams in their home just a month ago. And if you want to sprinkle on the money line, just for the fun of it, if you're wrong, you had a 10-point dog that didn't win. If you're right, you look like a genius.
That's right.
And that's why you asked.
That's right.
And that's why you asked the question. This year, by the way, you guys love, that there's no favorite, that there's no Chiefs.
Do.
You guys
I think it's dead sexy.
Love this wide open race. So the playoffs this year, we have 4 teams that had a winning percentage last year of 300 or worse. The Bears were 5-12. The Patriots was 4-13. The Jaguars were 4-13. And your aforementioned Panthers were 5-12. If you're a Giants fan, it'd make you feel good, right? It shows you it can turn around in one season.
You think so?
With the right coach, like you see in Jacksonville and New England and Chicago. That to me stands out if I'm looking at like the ability to turn around in the NFL. There's nothing more emblematic than what we see this year in the playoffs. The ability to take a team that just had an awful season, you hate your team, that a year later, like right now, next year, as a Giants fan, you could love your team all of a sudden.
Or if you're me, it could be the exact reverse.
But that does happen too.
I have news.
Breaking news?
It's not necessarily breaking news. There's only 6 games here, and I know we lock in our lines, but I'd like the people to be as informed as possible when we make these picks.
Do we have movement?
We have movement, which I might have to turn into a drop in some
We need
capacity.
a drop, yeah.
So the Eagles-Niners line, and we were talking about this off the air, so I imagine that this is only going to further what you guys are talking about, has shifted from Eagles minus 6.5 to 5.5 to Eagles minus 6.
Whoa. Whoa.
I get the sense also.
Adjust accordingly.
Anthony, this should probably impact you also. I have a feeling this whole group's going to like San Francisco also.
Well, another question that I have just for my own personal edification. What's Ballard on this weekend?
Great. You know what? It's a great question. You can be sure he's on the pack.
All right. Well, then Bears. +1.
You gotta like the Bears, don't you?
Bears.
I mean, I am liking a few dogs.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question. We're going to do our picks, though, at 5:30, so we don't want to reveal too much here. But, yeah, I'm looking at the playoffs right now as we start this conversation as a whole. I'm going aerial view. The first one was the revelation to all New York fans, because we're not part of this. The connection is, hey, you can turn it around from a miserable 4-13 debacle. You can, because we have two teams that did it. And one of them is, think about it, the Patriots are a top seed. So
they're the Patriots.
No, come on. You get it.
No,
you get the right coach, and everything gets right.
That's it.
You got to young quarterback.
I don't like that you're lying.
Wait, do you see the math? Young quarterback who you felt like was it, but you needed to see more, and then a coach who has won before comes in. I mean, don't you think the Giants could have that next year?
Oh, the Giants?
That same
the
equation.
Giants could.
Yeah.
Sure, the Giants could.
Well,
I thought you meant the other team, too.
Oh, God.
No, the Giants could.
Now, why would I ever do that?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
good.
why I was curious when the Jets said, "Oh, yeah, we can, we could turn around and be competitive right away."
You-
Well,
you- no,
you're
you
not
can't.
You don't know who the quarterback is going
Thank
to be,
you.
and right now your head coach is serious question.
I think the Panthers are the bigger surprise here because it's Bryce Young, who I thought they gave up on last year, right? Remember? Like, he had lost his job twice.
Yeah, he was done.
And yet this year he has been the guy throughout the whole year, and they have figured it out there. But, it's still 5-12 is a lot different than, what we saw out of the Jets. So I don't want to bring them into this, but I do think from a Giant fan perspective, you can look at this year's playoffs and have that feeling of, you know what? There are teams that have done this. They have turned it around.
Yeah.
And
the
that quickly.
And the teams that turned it around either changed the quarterback or the coach.
Correct.
All right? The Patriots changed the coach.
The Jaguars changed the coach. The Bears changed the coach.
Right. And the Commanders, let's not forget about them the year before, both.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get the head coach and the quarterback right, you're going to win. You may not win the championship, but you're
going to get better.
But look, first of all, here, things can only get better, right? That's what you're looking for. So anyway, that's the one factor that stood out. The other one is this, a little trivia, boys. We have 4 former number 1 overall starting quarterbacks in the playoffs. Can you name them?
Okay.
By the way, it's the most, and it's only happened 3 other times in the common draft era. Only 3 other times have we had 4 number 1 overall starting quarterbacks in the playoffs at the same time.
Ed Hospodar.
Stafford?
Stafford is one.
Okay.
All right.
Is no.
No.
I'm just thinking.
There's another obvious one. Well, actually, there's 2 obvious ones.
There's got to be a bunch.
Richardson.
Well, there's 4 number 1 overall picks at quarterback playing. Stafford is obviously one.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of the order of the games.
Yeah, so I'm going
Josh
with my
Allen's
games.
not a 1.
Nope.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, there we go.
That's 2.
What's the night game tomorrow?
That'd be Green Bay and Chicago.
Green Bay and Chicago. It's not. Oh, Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. Yep.
All right,
and
we are
one
on our way.
more and one more. This is the hard one.
Sunday we have. What's the order on Sunday?
Buffalo, Jacksonville. You already said that one. San Francisco, Philly. No.
It's not Brock Purdy. I'm confident.
Right.
Or Jalen Hurts. Okay.
We know it's the opposite. Purdy was
the
Chargers, Patriots, and then you, of course, on Monday night have Houston and Pittsburgh.
Is CJ Stroud? No. No.
This would probably be the hard one for most.
All right, Dom. What are we messing up here? It wasn't Herbert.
Nope.
No, Herbert wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Richardson was 4.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen was not.
I will
Aaron
give you this
Rodgers
one
was
hint.
not.
I will give you this one hint.
I just got
2 of these quarterbacks are facing each other.
Oh, 2 of these quarterbacks. Jordan Love's not.
You mentioned one of them.
Yeah, so I already mentioned one.
He's
of them.
facing the other of the four.
Oh,
It's why C.J. Stroud wasn't.
Yeah.
Bryce Young?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bryce Young, right there.
Remember the owner wanted him?
Yep. That's when you don't think. It's so funny. Even though it just happened,
right.
Even though it just happened, you don't think of him quite of that ilk.
That's what I had Bryce Young, and for some reason I said Richardson.
I feel bad. I'm going to admit this. I texted Anthony just now. Anthony, what did my last text you just say that I just sent you?
Who is Richardson?
I actually just
who is Richardson?
I don't know why. I don't know why I confused Indianapolis with Carolina.
Sure.
So I had it. I just for some reason the wrong number game.
And a quarterback who's not playing.
Well,
he would be backing up if he was playing.
I just vegged in this, for whatever reason.
No, I understand. Guess what? Because there's two teams that no one cares about, respectfully.
Yeah.
And wasn't number one overall either.
Yeah,
so it all wasn't going well.
Yeah, but that's it does still lend though to the fact that taking that quarterback high generally should work out for you, right? But I mean, 4, it's the most. 4. Think about that though, and it ties for the most. And the other years were recent: 2013, 2014, 2015, and that's it. Now, we all know that quarterbacks weren't always taken number 1 overall like early in the draft era, right? But once we got to the 2000s, it just seems to be everybody was doing it. But does it tell you, yeah, you really got to get your quarterback at number 1? Or does it tell you that, you know what, taking the guy at number 1 doesn't always pay off?
No, most are first rounders, though.
Yeah, but number 1, though?
To
where you're climbing over people to get to that number 1 pick? And Baker Mayfield could have been in this conversation instead of, Bryce Young. So one or the other,
right.
It could have happened. But it's still, I still fight that idea that you have to, when you have the number 1 pick and you need a quarterback, that's what you got to take the first pick. You have to. Even if it's not a year where the quarterback is the obvious pick.
Now, see that, you got to believe, man. You can't force something. You can't force a square peg into a round hole. I need a quarterback. There's a quarterback at 1. I don't like him, but I've got to take him because I'm going to get a PR hit that I didn't take a quarterback when I needed one. You got to still like him.
Right.
What if Ryan Leaf was the only quarterback? Peyton Manning ended up leaving the year before and got drafted by the Jets. All right? And Leaf is the best quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you? And you're like, this guy's a clown. Like, one of the things, I don't know if you ever heard this story, that there was a gathering of first-round picks before the draft and talked to the media. And listen, it's not a steadfast rule, but a lot of people were not surprised by the order because there was talk going into the draft, like who was going to go number 1.
Yep.
It's laughable now because of what happened with Ryan Leaf.
Yes.
So they had like a buffet, and Peyton shows up, suit and tie, very respectful, and Ryan Leaf comes in with like flip-flops, shorts, T-shirt. And it's like, this kid doesn't take it seriously. Now, listen, it could have been the exact opposite, and it wouldn't have mattered, but it mattered here. So if you had Ryan Leaf at the number 1 pick, and you thought this guy's a clown, but I need a quarterback, I don't think you could take that chance, Alan. I don't think you can. And you got to suffer and say, and everybody ripping you for not taking him, and then you sit back and laugh when he turns out to be nothing.
Yeah.
But you say you've got to take him?
But that's what it has been, though, Don.
And there's been more. Why do you think there's so many failures at the top spot?
And then they force him into play. Like, again, that's the Zach Wilson thing is the most recent one, right? Where you just force him to play and he's not ready, but because you don't know what you're doing, you just think, well, he took him at number 2. That means you think he's good. You might as well start the clock now. Like, all those things. It was also like even as far as Dart this past year. Like you just feel like you got to force these guys in, and that's why if Muji has any stones, and he's got the 2 pick, and if Mendoza goes 1, and now you're left with a lot of guys that either have very little experience and only potential, or they're older players who have been and that 2 is too high for them. Do you have the stones to find another team that's just desperate for a quarterback, willing to do anything, and say, I'll trade out of this? Because what you're afraid of doing is passing on Dan Marino. That's what you're afraid of doing. You're afraid of passing on Aaron Rodgers. Because that has happened in history as well. You're afraid of that.
Well,
but that to me, are you in a position to draft somebody, whether it's Dante Moore, whether it's Ty Simpson, whether it's any of these guys that you know are not going to be ready right away? And do you have the infrastructure to bring in a quarterback who needs to be developed and have him develop into like where you look back and go, boy, that number 2 pick, that changed our whole franchise around. But instead, you get a bunch of picks and you just keep filling out your roster and you go with a veteran instead to get you there until you get to a position where you know for sure, no, this is my guy. I want that guy. I just don't think I think you get put in a situation where you're afraid to be the one that makes that bold move.
Well, I just think that if you're drafting, making decisions based on what other people think, what people have done in the past,
well, your owner is,
then you're going to make the wrong pick. You've got to be able to stick to your guns. As much as I hated the job that Gettleman did here, I respected the Daniel Jones pick. It was his neck on the line. He said, I like this kid, and he took him at 6. He ended up being wrong.
Well, was he, though? He was a good quarterback, and the Colts now think he's the quarterback of the future for them.
We'll see, but he's also been injury-prone, and that might end up being what derails him.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, the jury's still out. But Gettleman doesn't have a job anymore. But I respected it because he said, this is the guy I think is going to do it. It's my job. It's my neck on the line. You know, the thing that's frustrating about the Jets is I don't know until the book comes out whether Joe Douglas really loved Zach Wilson or he was forced to pick him by the owner.
Right.
And I said it at the time, and Michael laughed at me and said I would never do it. And maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would be gutless. But if I'm the general manager of an NFL team and my reputation on this pick is on the line and my owner tells me I have to take somebody I don't want to take, I resign. Because I'm going to lose my job anyway. I might as well have some class and dignity and walk away and then tell the world the reason I did it was because my yo-yo owner forced me. Rather than take it, own the pick,
oh my goodness,
be ridiculed, and then lose your job anyway.
Wouldn't that be epic, though?
But wouldn't you do that?
Think about
honestly,
it.
What
Peter,
would you do?
Just what Don's saying, and like he's giving me a visual of lighting the match and flipping it over your shoulder as the Mercedes just goes on fire, and you just walk away like this guy is a moron, and he's telling me to draft. He doesn't trust me. I'm out of here. I'm not working for this. Could you imagine? Does that damage you or does it damage the franchise?
Well, can it be both?
It can be both.
Well, I don't know. If you were a competent GM who at the time was doing a decent job up until this moment, and now it's like, well, we've got to – he's telling me to draft this – I'm telling him it's not ready, and he won't listen to me, which by then you would think if you were a competent GM, your owner knows to lay the hell out, right?
You would think.
But in that situation, Joe Douglas had been doing a pretty good job, wasn't he?
Very good.
And then at that point, he's told, we think, again, this is we're writing the fiction part. We're hoping we're going to see if this is, nonfiction. But right now, fiction is that Joe Douglas knew he had to take a quarterback at 2, didn't like any of the options in that draft. And as you look now, there weren't really good options in that draft after the number 1 pick. And you decide, and then the owner's just like, take this kid because of this relationship I have, which has been speculated. And Douglas is like, all right, this is what he wants me to do. Boy, I'd make sure. You talk about a leaky franchise. I'd make sure somebody knew about that.
But here's the thing. It's his first job as general manager.
Right.
So his reputation could be sullied by this decision.
Yeah, it kills you to have a bad
honestly,
quarterback.
the only thing you lose, and again, this, I don't know. For all I know, Joe Douglas was on board. But if I'm the general manager and
with Greg
I hate
Knapp,
the
maybe
pick,
he was.
I hate the pick. Don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't select him. My owner says you have to do it. The only thing I lose by resigning is my contract. Because that would be the violation. If I go out there and tell the world, if they fire me because I don't do it, I still get paid.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm going to walk away from the contract, I'm not going to get paid anyway. I'll tell the world. The reason I resigned is because my owner wanted me to take this pick.
Oh.
Now, if Zach Wilson turns out to be the next Troy Aikman, well, then you look like a fool. And now you're out of a job and you'll never work again.
Right.
But you've got to stick with your convictions. because the worst case scenario ended up happening. You end up taking the quarterback you don't want, lose your job anyway. And I'm sorry, the last I checked, Joe Douglas has not been a general manager again in the NFL anyway. So why don't go out on your own terms? Would you want to really work for an organization anyway, Alan, that's making the picks for you?
No, but you know it's such a small world that you're afraid that any other owner then would say, I can't hire this guy. This guy's volatile. Look what he did. He walked out on them.
But at the end of the day, whether it's the book or the press conference, when you tell the world what truly happened, everybody's going to believe you.
Once it's right, once it's proven right, though. That's tough. No.
But now it's speculative. But the end of the day is you end up owning a pick that maybe you didn't want. I'm willing to screw up, Alan, on my terms, not on somebody else's terms. I don't want my reputation ruined because of something I was forced to do. That's why these general managers have to have conviction and trust themselves and trust their gut, trust their scouts, not what the fans want, not what PR is. They just got to make it. And so, Gettleman ended up being wrong, but I respected it. He shocked the world with the pick, but, hey, it was his pick, his job. Let him do what he wants to do. So, ultimately, that's where I disagree with you. I don't have to do anything other than honor what I think and who's on my board. I got to honor the board. I scouted them. They're up there. That quarterback is not one worthy. I'm not taking him, no matter how much I need him.
I love it. So, we have our picks coming up. So let me just go run through these, and Anthony, correct me if things have updated. So these are what we're going to be picking. All 6 games, we're putting a point total on each one. So 1 point to 6 points on a game, right?
Yes.
But everything can change this weekend.
Yeah.
Other than that Eagles one, which I moved, which
That's
which
6.
was moved from 5.5 to 6.
Right, that's the 6.
We've got the Rams at minus 10.5, Green Bay at minus 1.5, Buffalo at minus 1.5, New England at minus 3.5, Houston minus 3. The only change was that half point for the Eagles.
Okay, so those are all of our picks. We're going to make them coming up. You can certainly join us with that, whether you agree or disagree or more. But these are our picks, and they are next. On Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Listen up, football fans. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Nets are home tonight at the Barclays in Brooklyn. Probably want to give yourself a generous head start. BQE just crawling in both directions, heading over to Atlantic Avenue. Eastbound, especially tough. Delays go back onto the inbound Gowanus. You're solid from the belt merge. Grand Central eastbound, bumper to bumper with a broken down car in the left lane by Parsons Boulevard. That has you backed up to the LIE. Worst of it's the outbound George Deegan northbound. They're cleaning up a crash over by Fordham Road. Add that to the volume. You're jammed heading over to the Cross Bronx from the Triborough and the Bruckner. Inbound George, just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln, about 15 to 20. Outbound Helena, and you 20 to 30. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
FanDuel is giving all customers a profit boost every college playoff game day. That means more chances to level up your picks and turn big moments into even bigger wins. Ride with the favorite, take a shot on the underdog, or build a parlay, then apply your profit boost and go for bigger winnings. FanDuel is the best place to get into the football action all playoff long, and when you win, you'll get paid instantly. So visit FanDuel.com/local to get your college playoff profit boost today. Ride with the favorite, take a shot on the underdog, or build a parlay, then apply your profit boost and go for bigger winnings. FanDuel is the best place to get into the football action all playoff long. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Often required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 11th and get your application fee waived. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 135 degrees and certificates in fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills you need to achieve your career goals. Get your application fee waived through February 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Empowered. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Show me something, Alan. Show me something.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg's Pick 'Em All.
Oh, man, give me the 3.
All right, this is where the rubber meets the road, fellas.
It is.
This could turn everything around on the season. Where are we, though, right now, Anthony, when it comes to
yeah, give us the standings there.
Standings.
So
I thought you had them here, but
so last week,
yep.
Don, Alan, and Peter all 1 and 2. Alan and Peter got a point. Don got 2.
Yay.
The records as of now: Don is 29 and 25 with 60 points. Alan is 23 and 31 with 43 points. Peter is 17 and 37 with 33 points. But a lot of points on the table now for the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say this, guys.
Of course you do.
I have not. I've been in last place all year, so I have not gotten to pick first all year. I think I should pick first today.
I was actually going to say we should go from the bottom up.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's great.
I think that's what makes sense.
Peter Rosenberg, take it away.
Don has earned that.
Yes.
Big week, folks. Big week. I've heard everyone talk about the Rams and the Panthers, and it's a big old number. I do not feel as passionately about everybody else about it as everybody else does.
Emotional though.
Very emotional though. Stafford gets Devontae back. The Panthers are not a great team. They're just not. But the playoffs are weird. It's a road game. Give me the Panthers for 1 point. I'm not in love with it, but I'm not in love with the Rams minus 10.5 either. So that's what you do when you have this much point allocation, is you take the one that you like the least for 1. My 2-point play in that same vein would be the Niners getting the 6 points. I don't love it. I think there is a world where the Eagles show everybody in the playoffs why they are the defending champions. I'm hearing a little bit of sleeping on the Philadelphia Eagles, but listen, the teams to me that you desperately want to avoid are the ones that have a winning pedigree. Who defines that more than the San Francisco 49ers? And Ice Veins, Brock Purdy. I'll take the Niners to cover the 6 as my 2-point play. I've talked about this team all week. It won't make Ballard happy. I just sort of believe in the mojo of the Bears this year. And they're at home. It's going to be a frozen tundra. It's going to be crazy. They're getting points. Give me the Bears, as my 3-point play. I'm sorry, Ballard. I love you. My heart will be rooting for the Packers, but my pick will be rooting for the Bears. My 4-point play is just going against my heart completely and using my brain. I feel like all of us collectively, you just see the Buffalo on paper and you go, I want to see the Bills win. They're the team I'd most like to see win the Super Bowl. And yet when I've watched them in big spots this year, I'm always like, it just seems harder than it should. And Trevor Lawrence has been balling. In Jacksonville, Jacksonville, short number. Or no, it's Bills favored by a short number. Give me the Jags as my 4-point play. I don't like it, but it's what my brain is telling me is the right pick. If you've been listening to me all week, this won't surprise you. I don't. Maybe I'm just Jock and Allen style. I think the Pats are the real deal. I think the Chargers have been going the wrong direction, beat up on the offensive line. Herbert's hand is hurt. They managed to get past Kansas City and finish them off a few weeks ago, but boy, it was by the hairs on their chinny chin. I do not love the Chargers at this moment. I'll take the Patriots as my 5-point play. So
6-pointer.
Listen, I said to you guys last week that I was very into that Steelers-Ravens game, and it was the bowl to see who would get their ass kicked in the playoffs. And that team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They will get their ass kicked on Monday night. I don't know if we're not, guys, is it going to be a 35-point fire Tomlin game? No. But I think the Texans win by 10 points. I do. When a good defense deals with Pittsburgh, I watched the end of that Pittsburgh-Cleveland game, and yes, that's Cleveland. And you saw it for 3 quarters last week against Baltimore, who's not a great defense. Their offense just stagnates. Granted, they didn't have DK last week, but I just don't love what they have. Give me the Texans as my 6-point play.
Wow. All right, good stuff from you on each breakdown and all the reasons for it.
Thank you.
Going 6 points on that game. So now I will take from here since I'm in second place, and I'm actually going to start where you finished because I'm going to go on Monday night. It's going to be my 1-point play because I don't have
this is what's
full
interesting.
confidence in it. That's what makes this a very big swing game because I'm going to take the 3 points and I'm going to take the Steelers at home.
No, 1 point. The 3 points. Sorry, the 3-point line.
Yeah, the line.
Okay. Sorry about that.
And this is because it's Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh never loses on Monday night. The Texans are on the road. The Texans never literally win a road game. So history's on my side. And that's really all I can do is think, Mike Tomlin, if this is his swan song, it can't be at home. It can't be on that field. The guy like him can't walk off that field a loser with his fans chanting "Fire Tomlin." It just can't be that way, can it? It can't. That's why I cannot see them losing this game. But if they
John Harbaugh says, I would like a word.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why it's a 1 point. I got to have something.
I get it.
And so
listen, you're right. The points you make on Houston are good points, too. I just think at some point they got to break through some big wins in a moment.
The defense scares the hell out of me, but the playoffs are different, and so is Aaron Rodgers. Anyways, we'll go to my 2-point game, and that's going to be the start of the weekend. Rams and Carolina, and this is so tempting, isn't it? It's so tempting because the number is so big at 10.5, and you want to feel like it's the playoffs. There's no way a team's going to get blown out this badly. And you know what I say to that? Of course it can happen. Wildcard Weekend has bad games, guys. That's the one thing about Wildcard Weekend is you get bad games. This will be one of them. Give me McVay, give me the Rams, give me the whole kit and caboodle, but I'm so confident I'm going to put 2 points on it. 3-point game. What you said about Jacksonville, Peter, I completely agree. Because think about this. They have won 8 straight games. How could they be an underdog? 8 straight games they have won.
Because the public loves them Bills.
Hot going into the playoffs. They are home. And Josh Allen, don't give me this Josh Allen magic because I got a stat for you. While he's really good when it's snowing up in Buffalo, Do you know what his road record is in the playoffs?
Give it to me.
0-4.
Wow.
So I'll take Jackson.
Didn't even know that.
I will take the 1.5 for my 3-point play. My 4-point play, it's also, Peter, we're pretty much in lockstep in our thinking, and I wonder if Don will be doing the same here. But when you look at, it's not the matchup, it's the number. It's the 6 that Anthony just told us about, that this thing just got bumped up a little more. It's almost like they're teasing us. We dare you. We dare you to take the Eagles at home. Because Sirianni doesn't lose at home in the playoffs. While Josh Allen sucks at home in the playoffs, and the Texans can't win on the road in the playoffs, Nick Sirianni doesn't lose at home in the playoffs. He's 5-0. So that's where I think they're tempting you. And I'm not going to take the temptation. I'm not saying the Eagles can't win. I'm just saying by 6, this feels like it's going to be one of those down to the wire. It might even end on a field goal type deal. Make or a miss field goal. So that's my 4-point play. I'll take the Niners. I'll take the 6. Where am I? 5 points?
Yeah, you're up to 5.
All right. This is my Guma. My New England Patriots. And I just threw up my mouth. But it's like, it's the one that I'd never want to be with, but I'm curious enough to just want to for a goof, what'd that be like? Now, here's the problem. It's a 3.5. I hate the hook in this game. I hate it. But I'm still going to lay the 3.5. I'm going to take New England. Because
we got the same number. We got the same pick.
I know. The only problem here is that I worry about the pass defense putting pressure on Air Bear. Because even though he's got the hand issues and all that stuff, he can still sling it. And if he does not under pressure, that could be a difference maker. But
I agree.
It scares me.
Had the same thought.
And last but not least, my 6-point play. This is my big one. And this is, of course, Green Bay and Chicago. I think this might be the best game of the weekend.
Oh, hell yeah.
This will be, this is sit-down, weighted blanket.
I took my pants off.
Popcorn. You might even have your pants off watching this game. It's that good. My 6-point play. Now, think about this, too. They lost the Packers have lost their last 4 games of the season. And they still made the playoffs. They are banged up. They had injuries everywhere. Jordan Love is back, but Michael Parsons is not. And I don't know if you guys have watched the Bears much this season.
Oh, I've watched a lot.
But while Caleb Williams is still fairly young and does have flaws, my man's clutch. He's really good late game. And so is Ben Johnson when it comes to play calling. And Ben Johnson loves to own the Packers. He's a little crazy. He's a little psycho. He loves to call out LaFleur. I think this is going to be a game in Chicago to remember. I'm taking the Bears, and I'll take the 1.5 for my 6-point play.
Now, Don, do you realize what that means?
What does it mean?
It means I'm back on to rooting for the Packers.
There you go.
It's Allen's 6-point play
and
my 3-point play.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that means I'm out on the Bears now.
Yeah,
you got to do the math. I get it.
All right, Donnie.
I'm going to start with my 1-1-1-point play, and I am going to go with the Panthers. I can't.
We're all locked in here.
But as I gave the stat before, the last 8 weeks of the season, the only time the Rams blew out a team by more than 10 points was 3 of those 8, and 2 of them were against Arizona. So they play close. They lost to Atlanta already. The Panthers, they're a good football team. They'll hang. They're not going to win because the Rams are better. But 10.5 is just too many points at home. But not a ton of confidence. That's my 1-point play. My 2-point play, especially with the number changing from 4.5 to 6, I agree with Alan. I'm going to go with the 49ers here. There's a lot of dysfunction in Philadelphia. They've got too much talent to miss the playoffs. And it could go either way. But the Niners are just kind of one of those professional playoff teams that's just too many points. I'm sorry, just too many.
All right, Eagles in a rout.
Yeah, Anthony's already going to put the money line down.
That's my 2-point play. But again, not a ton of confidence there. Listen, the Chargers, they're just not at the level of the New England Patriots. I know the hook is a little scary at 3.5. Maybe that's why it's only my 3-point play. But outside of blowing that second-half lead against the Buffalo Bills, New England has been absolute money. So that's going to be my 3-point play. My 4-point play, let's not forget where the Jacksonville Jaguars play, okay? And I get Houston's a good team. Indianapolis was good before Daniel Jones got hurt.
Here we go.
But the stat that I want to dispute with Allen, Josh Allen is 0-4.
Yes.
In the playoffs on the road.
On the road.
One of those games in Houston, he was a kid, his rookie year. The other 3 were all in Kansas City.
Okay.
Last I checked, Kansas City is not Jacksonville.
Don't let facts get in the way.
All right.
Of a good story.
And you know what? There's going to be a ton of Bills fans there. They're going to be diving into tables in the parking lot. It's going to feel like a home game for them.
Do it.
I like the Buffalo Bills as
I
my
get it.
4-point play.
Not bad.
Let's not forget.
You and
I
Peter
understand
head to
everybody's
head.
high on Jacksonville, but let's stick to our roots here, guys, and what these South teams end up being at the end of the day. And the Bills are still the Bills, and even though they're not what they were, they're still the Bills, and I still think a team that's got a ton of experience in the postseason and will take care of business in Jacksonville. My 5-point play, for all the reasons that Alan said, the Chicago Bears. They're just flat out better than Green Bay. Green Bay did not close out the season well. Green Bay is banged up.
Anthony, you know what to do.
Yeah,
They
we all have
lost their
Chicago.
best defensive
Parlay.
player. I know we don't want to love the Bears because everybody had the Packers or the Lions. Hey, the Vikings won 13 games last year. Who's talking about the Bears?
Yep.
Well, the Bears are good, and they're home, and it's epic. The only thing that makes me absolutely sick about this game, it's on an app. It doesn't deserve an app.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Prime got a good one.
It's Al Michaels.
Prime got a good
yeah.
one, but you know what?
Here we go.
Oh, that's all
This game deserves to be.
He's coming back, by the way.
It should be, it should be on prime time. This is a gorgeous on over-the-air TV where anybody could see it with a Watchman.
It should be on Spice.
Should be
on the
available
Playboy
on a
channel.
Watchman.
You know what?
Yeah, you should watch this on a black and
And
white.
have an alt cast on Cinemax.
Right.
Yeah, I want all of it, okay?
No, this is
I want
gorgeous
McAfee on the Cinemax altcast.
Yeah, I'm good.
So again, I am fully in on the Packers now.
Yeah,
Don's
we're fully in the
5-point,
Packers. That's 5
Allen's 6-point,
Yep.
only my 3-point. And Anthony, just go to the bank, take out everything in your bank account, and go bring it to FanDuel and bet on the Packers.
Oh, listen, we have a 3-team parlay. We've got the Packers -1.5. We've got the Eagles -6, and we got the Chargers
here's
plus
the
3.5.
swing game.
Let's see how this
All right,
goes.
swing game. Here
Lock
it
it
is.
in.
The swing game because this is my 6. 6 is all that's left.
That's it. Here we go, baby.
Do it.
I know what I just said about Jacksonville, but Steelers can't stop the run. How are the Steelers going to score any points against this Texans team?
Oh,
this
no.
defense is
swing point.
stout.
No swing.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to have the Houston Texans covering the number on the road and beating the Pittsburgh Steelers, maybe ending the reign of Tomlin in Pittsburgh.
I love this.
I like the Texans.
This is so
Again,
good.
I understand it's the South, but the matchup, this just does not favor
Listen.
the
Alan, this
Steelers
is a
at
monster
all.
game for you.
Huge now for me.
On both ends.
It's it's why I'm so safe. It's my 1 point. I can't really lose here. I can't lose. It's just silly 1 point.
But still.
But I have
But think about it.
What?
Don and I both have it as our 6-point. So if you were to blow your 6-point, for example,
I know.
Don gains 5 on you in that.
Oh, you're saying if I lose my 6, but you understand something. We all see that. You know what? Now that I look back, I'm looking now. I wrote down everybody's numbers. So Don putting 5 on Chicago with me putting the 6 on Chicago is almost
right.
That ends up being
that
nil.
hurts you. So
Yeah.
now, should this game go Houston?
Actually, no.
I could pull within close striking distance to you, and Don can stretch the lead on you.
Well,
this
I
is a
don't-
big game for you.
You got to. First of all, my strategy at this point now is not to catch Don.
No, you're playing keep away.
I am right now just making
It's
sure
just
you can't pass me.
Right, just avoiding the clown shoes.
Like I honestly, I am in NASCAR where I'm defense driving now. I'm not letting you
drafting.
buy me. I am not trying to catch him anymore.
Could someone like Kofi or Jarv, someone smarter than me, tell me the maximum points I can gain on Allen this weekend? That's the interesting thing for us to
Oh my
look
goodness, there's so many
I
machinations.
think somebody with a calculator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
that
this is
anyway,
why we do it. This is why we do it. Really, the regular season. This is like old NHL. Like the regular season means nothing.
It's leading up to this. It's all
This
building
is all
up
about the postseason.
because we're all on New England, right? We're all on San Francisco,
This
at
is-
least to cover, right? We're all on Chicago. You guys love Houston, which again, that's why I was so hesitant on that game. So the key games for me is my 3-point play and getting Jacksonville because Don loves Buffalo, but that's his 4. See, that's big for me. But yeah. Wow.
But these postseasons
Very complicated.
You know what, Peter's like that old Norris division. Toronto Maple Leafs 66-point team, but they finished in 4th and now can win the cup.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter. Right? It all changes.
I'm here now, baby.
This isn't double jeopardy. This is like quadruple jeopardy.
This is great. Well,
and this year has been so bad. I have to imagine it'll continue for me in the playoffs. I mean,
Anything can happen.
But who knows? Who knows?
Anything can happen. So what do you say? 800-919-3776 about the picks, about the weekend. Of course, more about the Giants and their chase for John Harbaugh, the latest on that as well. And then ENN's coming up at 6. Stay with us. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
It's Chuck Devine with snowcountry.com. Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. Ski areas nearby in very good shape, and mountains up north receive more fresh snowfalls this week. We have some changeable weather moving in, but dry windows for skiing and riding both Friday and Saturday. Shawnee Mountain and Camelback both more than 90% of their terrain in the Poconos, and Camelback has 42 snow tubing lanes, while Mountain Creek goes from all 4 peaks. All those spots are going day and night. So are Mount Peter and Thunder Ridge, both around 75% in southern New York. It's softer snow in spots with the rise in temperatures, wet packed snow and wet granular. Windham on 33 trails in the Catskills, and Bel Air's 95%. Southington, Sundown, and Mohawk, all with trail numbers in the teens. In Connecticut, they go day and night, and so does Jiminy Peak with 33 trails in the Berkshires.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
When it comes to meat and seafood, selection matters, and no one beats Wild Fork Foods. To everyday essentials, to high-quality steaks, to seafood and more, every product is blast frozen to lock in peak flavor and freshness, so you get restaurant-quality meats at home for amazing prices. Shop in person at 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or you can order online for same-day delivery. It's easy, it's convenient, and the prices are wild. WildForkFoods.com.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Wendy here. If you're looking to add a star player to your financial roster, you should take a look at SoFi's personal loans. SoFi's got some amazing moves that would be a valued addition to any team, like low fixed rates when you consolidate your debt, no fees required, and as soon as same-day funding. View your rate at SoFi.com/roster to get started. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/roster. NMLS 696891.
Avatar Fire and Ash has arrived.
I am the fire!
Get your 3D tickets now for the greatest chapter of the biggest saga in history.
Whatever happens, protect this family.
Critics rave it's by far the best Avatar movie.
If your father and I do not return, you go as far and as fast as you can.
Movies don't get any bigger than this. Avatar Fire and Ash, rated PG-13, now playing. In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Woo!
Okay, this is Friday music.
What song is this? I'm sorry.
Reasons, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
This is a Earth, Wind, and Fire Reasons. I don't even know this. I need this. Hold on.
Well, you can hear the voice though.
Man.
Come on, this is some Quiet Storm now.
I'm getting this for the jukebox
Hell
right
yeah.
now.
Putting this in the old mix.
Although the jukebox did sort of catch on fire last week, so we have a little bit of a problem.
What happened?
That's a problem.
Well, I wasn't home, and Natalie called me. My manager is an idiot and calls me when I'm on the air all the time. My wife never calls me when I'm on the air. And we were in mid-segment on Monday or Tuesday, and I see Natalie calling. And I don't answer, and I text her, and I'm just like, hey, are you okay? What's up? And she's like, there's a weird smell, and I see smoke coming from the jukebox.
Oh, boy. Unplug.
So, yeah. So, long story short, it sucks. I got to now, continue to use it, but I can only use it, obviously, when Maya's not around it and keep a close eye on it the whole time. Yep. So I can try to pinpoint where it's coming from. But, this is an old machine. Essentially, you're dealing with a real mechanic machine from 1961. There's wires. There's all kinds of things in there.
Fuses, probably, right?
Fuses.
Yeah.
So a guy I know gave me some thoughts on where he thinks it may be coming from, but it's going to be a little bit of a process. So very frustrating.
You can tell. Oh, I know why it's smoking. Purple Rain's in there.
Purple Rain's not in there. The Prince songs that are in there are.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
I don't even want to hear the list.
Yeah, I'm good.
Purple
Why,
Rain's
the Purple Rain's not in there?
How is
Yeah. Purple Rain.
No, I don't like to listen to Purple Rain regularly.
What's the matter with you?
Hey.
I'm not in the mood to llisten to Purple Rain. I listen to songs from Purple Rain, but not Purple Rain.
But that's the best song on Purple Rain.
No, it's not.
I thought you meant the whole CD is in there. But it's obviously too old to be a CD. No, I'm understanding now. This is not
Purple
Rain, Purple Rain. Yeah, see?
And the guitar solo.
Oh, it's tremendous. Good. You like When Doves Cry, Jake?
No, I'm not a When Doves Cry either.
So what are you playing off?
I like When Doves Cry, but I don't listen to it.
Let's go crazy.
I have. This is gonna. maybe this will be surprising. I don't know. It's just a song that I love.
I will die for you.
I would die for you.
I like that song. That's very good.
And so is Take Me With You.
That's very good too.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole album is.
But that's a no skip.
But
it's a no skip.
Purple Rain is epic.
Even Computer Blue, you can live through it. That's a no skip album.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest albums.
Now, what was the biggest hit on the album?
Let's Go Crazy.
No,
I don't know. I will die.
No,
for
it's
you,
When Doves Cry.
You think When Doves Cry was?
No, When Doves
it's
Cry.
Doves Cry.
That When Doves Cry it charted higher?
I don't know about.
I thought it was the first one released. I didn't know if it charted higher.
It's very possible.
Let's Go Crazy's everywhere. That's the problem.
It's possible Let's Go Crazy could have charted higher at the time.
Wouldn't that be then?
I don't think so.
Most successful song?
I'll tell you this. But in terms of lasting the test of time, in terms of how often you hear it, I would say it's not even close. When Doves Cry.
And Darling Nikki's on there too.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You got
Darling as a 16-year-old. Listening to that song,
hell yeah!
It really gave me visions of the future.
Another great cover by Foo Fighters.
Didn't turn out to be your future, but somehow.
Just to say it again, another great cover by Foo Fighters.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
Tremendous cover by them.
But Purple Rain, man, is not in the juke.
Not in it.
No,
that's why it's burning.
It's crying.
I love Purple Rain. I'll give it a run sometime. I keep my Prince 45s in a little thing, right near the jukebox. I have all of them together. It's 35 records, all right next to.
All
the
right,
jukebox.
I'm going to take a risk now, and I know you're either going to be on my side, or you're going to once again come down on me for just being a hack.
Okay, it's all there.
Where do you stand on Money Don't Matter Tonight?
I don't. It's not ringing a bell to me.
I don't know that one either.
Prince.
Yeah.
No.
Money Don't Matter Tonight. You don't know that song?
Prince and the New Power Generation. This is from.
It's one of my favorite Prince songs because it's just soulful. It's really good.
It's from Diamonds and Pearls.
Yes.
I don't.
Little later
familiar.
Prince. I don't know this
so you
record.
Don't know
I want
that.
to listen to
You
it.
don't know that
No.
record? Oh, it's a good record.
I'm not like a Prince savant or anything.
Listen to this beat. But it's the story he tells. He tells three little stories about the chase for money, and it's just such a great song.
Now, where do you come down on the worst Prince song? It's between the Batman theme.
Yes.
Bat Dance.
Yeah, that's
the Bat Dance and Raspberry Beret.
Oh, I kind of like Raspberry Beret. I don't hate that.
Wait. Are you have Raspberry Beret is bad?
Yeah,
I don't hate
that's top 5 Prince songs for me.
Oh,
top 5.
I love Raspberry.
Raspberry Beret is good. I wouldn't go top 5. I'm in between both of you then on this one.
Ugh.
You hate Raspberry Beret?
No, Bat Dance is awful. But there are worse Prince songs than that.
Bat Dance is the worst.
But is that a common thing that people hate raspberry beret?
I don't know. I didn't take
Don
a poll.
doesn't like
I'm
it.
just telling me.
Well, no, but Alan, didn't he say it as if of course?
Like, everybody hates that
I
song.
did. I'm a little surprised you guys are that high on it.
I
thought
love
it was
raspberry
corny.
beret. It's super corny. It's
because the thing
it
about
just hits. I just love it.
I'm being told
I get
we have
it.
to
You know
break,
what,
and
Don?
this is too
Don, let me
important.
be a reasonable friend for a moment. I get it. It's like Ballard and Billy Joel. I get it. I just happen to love it. I see why it's cheeseball. I just love it.
Okay.
I'm with you.
We're talking
but
about
Bat
Prince,
Dance
right?
is pure ass.
Oh no, that's one where even he's like, "What was I doing?"
I mean, that was a cash grab, right?
Oh, are you kidding?
They said you want to. They said you want to do the theme song to the new Batman. He was like, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Can I put in as little effort as possible? Because that's the why am I from the Rat Pack? See, it's late in the day. I got
all right,
sinus
tell you what,
infection.
You hang on that.
We'll save.
Marinate it. We have ENN coming up
Bet
next.
your ace.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the night and a fantastic weekend. We've got PBR bull riding over at MSG. If you're going to drive into Midtown, better off on the west side than the east side of town. FDR southbound, some pockets of delays heading over to the 59th Street Bridge in Midtown Tunnel. Nets are home at the Barclays in Brooklyn. You're crawling on the eastbound side of the BQE. Broken down car in the left lane by Atlantic Avenue. Solid delays on the inbound Gowanus from the Belt Merge. No relief on the Grand Central eastbound in Queens. A stall right before Parsons Boulevard. Slow crawl there from the LIE. Also backing you up on the Jackie Robinson eastbound heading into Kew Gardens. Best of it's the outbound George, southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. Inbound George just about 10 to 15 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln, your best ride about 10 to 15. Outbound Honer and you 15 to 20. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is an ENN special report. Now reporting...
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Hi, how's everyone doing? Good. So glad to hear that from all of you. Welcome to ENN.
Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
Feels good, doesn't it? ENN.
Always does.
It hits special on a Friday, if you will. ENN tonight. Well, it's brought to you by our friends over at Ramsey Mazda. And I'd like to start, ENN, if I can, by saying good evening to Richard.
Hot dog.
And good evening to myself.
Can we do it now? Shall we?
And good evening to myself.
We actually now have something meaty to grab onto.
He did not save you. It was perfect.
No, it really was.
Mm-mm-mm.
Real quick, guys, I did want to mention something.
Yes.
We were just doing our picks, and the wild card round is, in fact, here, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day, okay? Each game day during the wild card round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Pick the matchups you believe in. Now, I personally, as I said, I'm feeling the Bears, but I'm really feeling the Texans. Listen, take your shot on an upset if you want, or build a parlay that fits the moment. Then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. So visit FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. 21 and over. Physically present, New York, opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Just to finish I couldn't think of his name, Sammy Davis Jr. story.
Oh, okay.
What? Sorry.
When did that begin?
Because I remember I was saying Rat Pack when I went to break. And
yeah.
No, Sammy was offered Candyman. Don't want to do it. Not going to do it. I'm above it. Please, do it for us. He goes, I'll tell you what. I'll show up to the studio. I'll give you one take. One take, Candyman becomes a classic, becomes a hit. Maybe that's what was happening with Prince.
With Batman?
Batman. Pay
it's
me.
Phil Jackson.
And I'll make no effort.
Phil Jackson and the Knicks is what the Batman soundtrack was for Prince.
He was a saboteur.
He tried to kill the movie, and it only made it better. Strangely.
No, that effort was almost as if there was none.
Because isn't that the Jack Nicholson scene, right? The Joker scene where that awful song plays?
Do they play it?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just the credits.
No. I think there's a Prince-made song in that Jack Nicholson when he's prancing around as I don't know.
I'll lose you.
Haven't seen it
but
in a while.
The only Batman-related movie I've ever seen was The Joker.
Oh, you mean related to a modern-day Batman?
Oh,
or
wow.
any?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, hold on. But you've seen the Michael Keaton Batman.
You had to have.
No.
But why not?
No, hold on. This can't be.
That's impossible.
Wait, Don, there's no way in 1989
Didn't do.
when the shirts were everywhere, the hats were everywhere. It took over life.
Yeah.
It's Jack.
Right.
You didn't see it?
Didn't see it.
Not allowed to come to work on Monday unless you see it.
That's it.
Yeah.
No.
I got to.
You know what? We deduct 30 points from Don's score on
it's a good
picks
point.
if he doesn't see it by Monday.
This is a guy. This is a guy.
30
no
points,
matter
Don.
what he says, is apt to guilt you.
Yeah.
If you have not seen a movie, he will shame you.
30
he will say it's nothing to be proud of.
30 points.
You shouldn't show off about it.
No.
In fact, yesterday he was upset with me that I haven't seen Reservoir Dogs over 100 times.
Peter, did
He's
you
a
not
lunatic.
see my one off day on the road trip with the Knicks? Remember I sent the picture to the group? What did I watch in my hotel room?
Porn.
No.
I don't remember what
Spinal
you said.
Tap.
Spinal
because
Tap. Yes,
Don
I
was
do
mad
remember.
at me.
Right.
Because I
But
said,
that's
you know what?
spinal.
I never got into it. I never was
That's
it.
spinal.
And I'm like,
That is
I
nothing.
need to watch it. And I got to tell you, 4 out of 10.
No,
4 out of
really?
10.
You didn't enjoy it?
4 out of 10.
Oh, that's.
I chuckled in the first half hour, and then after it, I'm like, okay, I get it.
But I'm not a superhero guy.
Okay,
but
I'm honoring Adam West because that's Batman.
No,
of course, because that was great acting, and you can't do better than
great
that.
television.
You can't make Batman into anything more than that. The level of superhero for Batman is Adam West. He's the only superhero without a power.
Right.
I can't believe he's changing the subject. I don't
I'm
want
not
to
changing the
Young
subject.
Don LaGreca had a huge thing for Batgirl.
I can't believe you never wanted to see Jack. You
Not-
never
no,
rub
I
another
really-
man's rhubarb.
Honestly, never even
Such
was
a good
remotely
movie.
curious.
He
Not
was
even remotely.
He
curious.
was the whole movie though.
How old were
And
you?
I'm a
in
big Michael
89?
Keaton fan too.
No, you're not.
Can't be.
No, you're not.
1989. I was 21 years old.
Can't be.
21, and you didn't want to see Batman.
Zero.
Vicky Vale. How?
Not interesting.
I don't.
And
no one else is here except the three of us to like understand the moment.
Yes, because the
John
other
Winthrop,
two weren't even
on
born.
text. You two wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Like when you went to Spencer Gifts, all right?
Mm-hmm. Good call.
Or Hot Top, whatever the equivalent of Hot Topic was in '89. The Batman shirts
everywhere.
The Batman medallion. It was on fire.
Yeah. The black shirt. The black shirt was awesome. You
the
got the
black
tight black shirt
with the logo.
Yes.
I had a white shirt with just his ear, like the ears and like the silhouette of his face.
That's weird.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
okay,
shocked
Don.
by this.
Well, Don has homework.
No, I'm not going to watch.
All right.
He won't ever see it.
Because why would I watch something that I have zero
You know what?
interest
This is so on brand
Why
for
would
you.
you have no
This
interest?
is no wait. This is
I told
on brand.
you, I'm not.
Neither am I.
I
But how do you know if you watch it, you might go, you know what? Jack was so good in that. Like, it's not about because it's a comic book hero. It's a movie with like one of the most famous two actors ever who are really good actors in an otherwise movie
Love 'em all.
that like was all right. But
Who
when
he
you
said he loves.
and I
Val
just
Kilmer. I was a
you
big
just
Val
don't want
Kilmer
so
fan.
you don't want to make the effort, even
That's
though
different.
you're the first to shame other people for not
Well,
trying.
because I'm shaming you into something that I know that you would be interested in.
No, 4 out of 10.
You got it wrong though.
Well, I got it wrong, but I'm just like it's comedy. I'm not.
Wait.
I'm
I
not
bet
interested
you'll
in
like,
the genre.
was
You'll
there a
like
time-
Batman
was
more
there-
than I liked Spinal Tap. How about that?
I think that's possible. But let me ask you a question. Wasn't there a time when you like ranked the Batmans?
No.
The characters, the people who played Batman.
Yeah, I might
that's
have.
that's the ranking we did.
Did you do that, Don?
I might.
Or
have.
now?
You did. No, you did.
Don.
Don
you do
did. Yes, he did.
Don did.
We did it
How
last
did we even allow
Never
that?
saw a second of them.
And yet you ranked them?
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
How did we do that?
Fraud.
This
I
is
didn't
the
know.
most fraudulent thing I've ever
I know.
heard.
Well, he
we
had-
didn't know. at the
Adam
time.
West 1.
Adam West was
Yeah,
one.
there you
Michael
go.
Keaton 2.
Keaton, how do you
Christian
know?
Bale
What are you
How do
doing?
3.
you know?
Will Arnett 4. Lego Batman.
Lego Batman.
Val Kilmer
That's
5.
how you know.
That's
April-
how much effort he put.
April 2nd, 2025.
No, I could do the work without having to do the work.
No, you didn't do
We
the work.
sat at the tiny table over there going over. I'll never forget that day. And I assumed all along that you knew everything that we were talking
not
about.
a second.
And you were just like happy
Alan.
going along with it.
So the
Alan.
only
I
only
feel
movie
betrayed.
there's the Batman movie with Adam West, where he's like some days you can't get rid of a bomb. Where he's running around on the boat, and there's
Okay.
ducks, and then there's nuns walking across the street.
Of course, there.
And then the Lego Batman movie, I watched that.
You watched
that's
the
why
Lego
you put-
Batman movie.
Alan, remember,
Ian
he
and his
put
ruined.
the Lego Batman
Ruined.
in the top 5.
Yeah.
And at the time I went, what is going on here?
Mhm.
But, I just was like, oh, I guess that's his interest. He never saw it.
Never saw it.
Never saw a second.
This is, you know what? We'll see you next Friday, Don. 4:30. We'll see you next Friday. We are going to court, sir. You are going to court.
You never asked.
Let me switch
if
this
you
real quick.
asked,
Okay, we're
and
done.
I said I saw them, then I'd be a fraud.
Yep, we're back. And welcome to Fraud Alert Friday. Now,
Anyways,
something needs to be addressed that's come up in the comments. I've been seeing it, and I didn't mention it.
Oh.
I have been told
Yes.
that earlier today, a man who I consider a friend, two people I'm very fond of, Bart and Carlin, both accused me for an entire segment of being the reason the mic stinks.
Oh, so this was a thing today.
I'm told there was a full-on segment discussion pegging me.
Pegging you.
Children.
Really?
Alan.
What?
What a filth bag you are.
You are. No, that was
what I
tough.
said. He said it.
Yeah, but why
on
do you
the
have
air.
to go there?
What?
It's a phrase.
Why would you use that? Oh, well,
Don, is that a
your
phrase?
choice.
First of all, it's a phrase that has nothing to do with Alan's thinking of. And
What am I thinking of?
And also, when we were talking about, like, when I was growing up, like, if you're hitting somebody with a ball,
right?
I would say I pegged you with a tennis ball.
Sure.
But then he filthed it up because, again, this is a guy that just can't get enough. The
That's
two
true.
of you, really.
That part is accurate.
Well, no, but in this, pegging me, it means the same as labeling me. We
I see.
Because he's a filth bag.
All right, I'm told we have audio
it's a
of
Friday.
Carlin.
We have audio.
Let's hear what Carlin and Bart had to say.
It's the microphone? Maybe it's the microphone. Smell the microphone.
Yeah, that's somebody's breath. That's Dave. It's Dave Rosenberg's breath.
Are you?
That doesn't smell good. It's Dave's breath.
What did Hahn have yesterday?
You want it?
Did Hahn have like seafood or something yesterday?
It's Dave's breath.
Oh,
all the time.
God.
He's blaming me.
Well, Dave wasn't here this morning.
It's the microphone.
It's the microphone.
It's the halitosis allososis.
Listen, I've got bad coffee breath, but that's not what this smell is. The smell, like I said, smells like seafood. Tom,
Like
what did
smelling your
it
own
smell like when you smelled it? Did it smell like coffee breath?
It was not coffee breath. It was something foul.
But Tom.
Foul.
Tom, you see how he always want to project over to me?
No.
I remember my mom used to say, like, somebody used to say, somebody breath stinks. Smell your upper lip.
All right, first of all, I was not saying that your breath stinks.
You was like, what is that you got?
You have
He
never.
kept saying it was me, though, right? He kept saying, what?
There was an accusation.
He said,
why was there an accusation?
He said, what are you eating?
Because he brings food in here constantly.
I'm sorry.
So for me to suggest that one of the 5 different things that he's got open to eat would be the smell, I don't think was outlandish.
I'm sorry, my cinnamon stick stinks.
Who was the last one on the microphone?
Oh, here we go.
2 days ago. You know how bad it got to be for your breath to stink for 2 days on the mic? Because ain't nobody in there yesterday.
Was Hahn in studio yesterday?
No, but Peter was sitting there.
Oh.
Peter was sitting here. Uh-oh.
Is Peter breath?
I don't know if it's Peter breath or what Peter it is.
There's a stench of the Commander stinking this year.
Did he just wait?
No.
We talked about Nailgate. Now we got to talk about halitosis gate.
By the way, we missed a line there.
I will be the first to admit.
Which line? Which line?
That's enough.
That could
we've heard
absolutely
enough.
be.
Yeah, that's enough.
What did he say?
No.
Okay.
Carlin had one.
I guess they did their picks already.
He snuck one in. Yeah, that's a big part of the show. Yeah, I don't know why.
I heard it.
Carlin's coming after me like as if I sit here, and we all know Don sits here.
I heard it. We don't need to revisit it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know what you said.
You know.
I
You know
do.
what he said, and he slipped it.
Because we're in there now. That's it. We've reached this point today.
In there. Anyway, but the funny thing is that every time, and I said this when I started the show, every time I have to sit in this chair, it's the first thing that hits me, and it's like, what the hell is that? It's
so you're saying
nasty.
it happens regularly.
Well, I don't get to sit here that often, so when I
But
do,
you're saying when you do, and that there's no chance when you're there. There's no chance I was always there before. That it's just I don't sit there enough.
Well, no.
It's not
the
possible.
only people that sit here all the time would be Dave, Carlin, Michael, and Don.
Yeah, but Michael's only in the 1 day.
Right.
And just the way
Dave's only in 2 days.
Circumstances this week, I was there on Monday.
Right.
And then Tuesday, was I in there Monday and Tuesday? Yeah, I was there Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
So the last time I was there was Tuesday.
Correct.
So for them to smell something on Friday from Tuesday, that doesn't
And
seem
other
right.
people already used it. But the thing
Right.
is that
but
Tom came in and he sprayed Febreze, and they took some of those Clorox wipes, and I wiped the whole, and now it's fine. It's gone. So we killed whatever that rancid bacteria was that created this this
Well, do we know anyone
odorous emanation?
Do we know anyone who at this very moment has a somewhat serious sickness in their face?
That's a good question. But let's answer that without naming a name. Is there anybody at the radio station that you feel uncomfortable talking to close because their breath stinks? I will answer no. I do not. I cannot think of somebody.
I can't think of anybody
where it's a problem. At least at the station.
Can I throw
in
something
life?
out
There's
here?
several people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. At the station, I've actually never. I don't recall anyone who I've gone, wow. Let me say this. Is it possible that it does come from Don this week, but not for the negative thing that one would think this is, that Don has halitosis, but that Don is dealing with some sort of actual bacterial thing that we know he's dealing with. He's been fighting. He went to the doctor. And maybe some actually got in that microphone and created the stench that has plagued the radio station.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. I'm making it up.
That would be an indictment on us cleaning the radio station.
Well, I cleaned it, so we're good for the month.
All right, we should do a little bit of sports.
We should.
This is really.
This is ENN.
This
don't
this
you
really-
know?
you
Listen,
can't complain
arguing
about it.
over the Batman movie.
I haven't said anything yet.
We started with Bat Dance, by the way. And now here we
Well,
are.
so really, it's
This
Prince's
is a
fault.
Friday. Right, it's all Prince.
If Prince made an effort on that song,
Actually,
none
it
of
all
this would have
started
ever happened.
with Peter's jukebox smoking.
Yeah, but I wanted to find that out. I don't know how you keep
He was
it in the
sincerely
house.
curious. I appreciate that. All right, guys.
So what sports do we have?
Let's No, not quite announce your lineup yet, but in a moment. Quickly, let's hear from Pete Golding. The Ole Miss run was great, but it came up short yesterday as they lost to Miami in the Fiesta Bowl. Here's Pete Golding on the loss.
Obviously disappointed from the outcome. Didn't play real well on defense all night, and to be up in the fourth and have an opportunity to close it out, on that stage is something we'll all look back on and get better from. But I can't tell you how proud I am of this group. They never panic. They never flinch. We had been here before. We didn't make enough plays when we needed to. From a coach's standpoint, we got to find a way to put them in better position late in the game and close it out. But super proud of this group. This is a group that created this legacy for this team and an expectation for this program that what I told them in the locker room that we're off in a semifinal game because we feel like we should have won the game because we didn't play our best and we didn't coach our best, and really proud of their effort and proud of the year they had.
Alan, what can you say about the celebration that you saw after the game from Michael Irvin?
I always wonder, it's amazing to me how somehow a camera's just right behind him whenever he's right on the line of scrimmage celebrating as if he was playing. It's really like congratulations to Michael Irvin for the huge win.
He is that guy has been on a bender for 6 weeks. Whatever they're giving him.
Did I say it on the air yesterday? Like, I think it'd be more jarring to see him napping because like sitting still would freak you out. Like, whoa, what is he doing? Just not moving. Like, is he okay? Because he just seems like he's constantly like he's trembling all the time. It's unreal. He just gets so hyped, and then he takes did you see the belt, the B2A thing that he does? BTA, B2A, whatever it is. He takes the belt off.
Yeah, BTA.
And then he puts like the shirt of the opposing team, and then he beats it with the belt.
Oh, my God.
And he's yelling stuff while he's doing it, and all these kids are around him holding up cameras thinking it's the greatest thing. It really is akin to the media laughing at a bad coach joke. Because anybody watching is like, this unhinged man, what is he doing?
Because the sad truth of the matter is, and this is no offense to the Miami roster, is that he's the most famous person on the sideline. Right? I mean,
Ray Lewis was there.
Everybody knows more than Ray Lewis would be second.
He was there. Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was. How about this? Wait, it gets better. Ray Lewis. Did you see the coin toss? Don, you didn't because you had a game.
Yeah.
The coin toss, Peter. Did you watch that? Ray Lewis.
No, I was fine.
Ray Lewis is there representing. They had an Ole Miss. I forget who it was from Ole Miss, but why I forgot was because he just stood there like a gentleman, and Ray Lewis is like leaning in as if like he's about to play, and then they flip the coin. He's watching it all the way down in the field, and then when they say they want the ball, he's like looking like, oh, they want it. Oh, they like. It's like Ray,
right?
You had your time, man.
I know, but
let the kids play.
But this goes to a conversation we had with Carl Banks years ago. Remember when Terrell Owens stood on the Star?
Yeah.
Then was it George Teague went after him and all that? And remember Carl Banks saying, like, why did he do that? It's not like he stood on the college logo. I'm like, really? He's like, I'd defend Michigan State more than the Giants because I chose to go to Michigan State. Like it's personal. Like they love the NFL teams, but they could have been drafted by anybody.
Yeah.
But they chose to go. Michael Irvin chose to go to Miami. And that's why it's so personal for them, 40 years later.
It's good theater. But Don, now again, am I a fraud? Emma went to the U for grad school. So she was down there and spent the year. And so last night during the game, we're both back and forth texting about how great this is. And now it's national championship. We're trying to figure out how we're going to be together to watch it. Am I a fraud for that?
No,
what do you mean? Well, hold on.
She only went there for a year, though. Grad school.
But what were you? Hold on. What were you saying?
Well, just that I do have an interest.
Excited?
I have an interest.
Were you like, oh my gosh, this is so great?
Well, it is great.
Cool, man.
It's great.
No. If they were playing LIU, I would say, you know what, you're a fraud.
Now I'm a fraud. Yeah.
Well, but what level? I just want to know, Don, what level of excitement that he had? Because we've talked about this college football throughout the last few years. He's never said one word.
The level of excitement is still
Yeah, I hope it was low. Like, oh, yeah, sounds cool. But sounds cool, honey.
By the way, just for the record, we did play Miami.
Play is strong.
Well, we were on the field with them. I believe, was it 56-0?
It wasn't very good.
Was it? I think 56-0.
I think they covered the number, right?
But listen, just to be on, one of the teams along the way. We were on the field with a national finalist.
Well, maybe Isaiah Thomas and Marcus Mariota will show up tonight. Oregon, number 5, at Indiana, number 1, in the other semifinal. And we will get to see what toolish thing Mendoza has to say after that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tool's strong.
Now,
it's strong.
Speaking of which, I said
cringeworthy,
toolish.
awkward,
right.
all fair.
He drinks his milk and he goes to bed. And
Cringeworthy.
Secure.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's more like take whatever you felt about Pete Alonso and multiply it by 30.
It's a little Papa Johnny.
And sprinkle in some Russell Wilson. It's all the things. Some Kirk Cousins, all of the cringe in one place. It's Mendoza. Now, speaking of can be cringeworthy, Aaron Rodgers with some not-so-veiled shots possibly at the New York Jets.
One thing I really love, and it's kind of the antithesis of where I was, there's not really any leaks in the boat. Every year you have difficulties and adversity, both on the field and off the field. And to go through a season like this and to be able to focus on football and not have a lot of other little out there has been really nice.
Wow.
You want to call him a nozzle for that? That's just being honest.
Yeah, and why not be honest now?
It was his biggest. It was his biggest problem with the Jets, is that everything got out.
It's one of their biggest problems, period. Other than the losing, but it's probably one of the reasons why they lose.
And the whole leg falling off. That'll do it for ENN, brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Get more for your money at Ramsey Mazda, like a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-90. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Guys, we had to in ENN, but that means we have to do the playoff announcer lineup on the other side here.
We
what
definitely.
Are your teas?
No,
because I need to know, because Alan didn't even know about the Prime game. So
and this is finally when you really don't know, because not everyone's doing it.
Right.
So we got to fill you in.
Yeah.
Well, we will do that next.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high, and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Bet 365
65365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. Just not as important as the New Jersey Lottery's Green Ball promotion being back on Pick 3 evening drawings. See, if the green ball's drawn, that's a free second chance to win? So, yeah, you get it. It's only through February 1st, though, so try me after then?
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/pick3.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. It's happening, folks. The playoffs are here. Playoffs? Yeah, that's right, Jim. The playoffs are here, and they kick off on Saturday at 4:30. You know, it doesn't really smell like the microphone in the studio or a Thursday night exactly. It's close. The Panthers are a Thursday night dream, but with Matt Stafford and Devontae Adams and a sexy Rams team, a team with experience, Sean McVay, a Super Bowl ring, jingling and jangling, the Rams 10.5-point favorites at the Panthers, 4:30 on Saturday. It's on Fox, folks. That means it's a Joe Davis vehicle. He will be joined by Greg Olsen.
Chilling on the 7th floor. I gotta let these chickens know. Big Greg is in the house.
Pam Oliver's on the sideline.
Hey, now.
Although, because it's a big playoff game, you know, sometimes you got to get some more dates in for people. So we also have Christina Pink.
Oh, yeah, the swagger is back.
It takes us to 8 o'clock. The game of the weekend, as the great Alan Hahn said earlier. You'll be shocked to know, guys, that Ballard sent off to Twitter, because he's a great supporter of the show still, sent off his picks. You'll never guess what his 6-point play is.
Packers?
Yeah, that's why he's such a great person to listen to with picks. No bias in there whatsoever. The Green Bay Packers, a short favorite at the Bears.
The Bears.
They've split over the last month or so. And it's only the third time, guys, in history they've played in the playoffs. 8 o'clock. It's going to be freezing in Chicago on Prime. Hopefully the cold weather keeps awake Al Michaels.
He did what?
He'll be joined by the immensely talented Kirk Herbstreit.
That's right, Kirk Herbstreit.
And Kaylee Harding.
I love you guys.
Great job, guys.
What was that from?
From the Home Depot commercials.
Ah, yeah.
That's right, Kirk Herbstreit.
So
we go
genuine.
Yeah, he means it. We go to Sunday, guys. Let's take a trip down to visit Shad and Tony Khan and the Jacksonville Jaguars. However, this isn't the Jaguars team of yesteryear. Mark Brunell will not be walking in that building.
Natron Means?
Natron Means is nowhere to be seen.
Freddie Taylor?
Fred Taylor? No. You're not going to see Fred Taylor. He won't be there. Well, maybe he'll be there. I don't know. To watch the game.
He can buy a ticket.
Sure he can. I bet they even comp him one. The Buffalo Bills at the Jaguars. Now, Buffalo, a short 1.5-point favorite in Jacksonville. It's 1 o'clock.
Why not?
It's a CBS vehicle. Thoughts? Jim Nance.
Hello, Freds.
He'll be joined by Tony Romo.
Hey, take your helmet off. Give it to me. Give it to me. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
And Tracy Wolfson.
Wow, what a game, as we expected.
Now, I'm going to say something. I think Don and I are polar opposites on this, but then again, the man's never seen Batman, so what are we talking about?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, we give a hard time to people, if they're not really dialed in, and, the great Al Michaels has had his moments. I know Don's not am I wrong that you're not a huge fan? I think Jim Nantz, he's got to be now, in his early 70s?
Wow, let's check.
Alan, I think his week-to-week energy, intensity, and knowledge is incredibly impressive. I really do.
I agree.
66.
He's 66. Sorry. I added 5 years. He's just really...
So you're saying
that's not my cup of tea. I'm not saying
he's older. No,
good.
He's just been around for so long. That's what I thought.
Classic, smooth, and just doesn't miss a beat.
I think so too.
He falls in the same category as the late Dick Enberg.
No.
They were great broadcasters, but I found them kind of corny and just.
I wouldn't. That's not
too vanilla.
I know what you're saying in terms of I know what you're saying in terms of a little corny or hokey, but Don, I think when it's all said and done, man, Nance is going to be up there.
He's there. He's there.
That voice is, woof. And I just love the energy.
Everybody.
No, you don't.
Listen, Al Michaels, I think he's mailed it in. I don't think he puts in the same effort. And that's what bothers me because he's on the Mount Rushmore, and it doesn't feel like.
And he's just thinking about what steak am I having them wheel in for my meal.
He just feels that way. That's why I'm critical of him. But Jim Nantz is also one of the greats, just not my particular cup of tea.
Okay, that's fair. You're
cup
allowed
of tea.
to.
Fair enough.
Because
we love tea,
and I just think it's a little too. That tea is too mild.
It's not your kind of tea.
That's right.
We go to 4:30. We take a trip down 95 to Philadelphia, where the defending champs are looking to get things on track as they host the San Francisco 49ers in something I like to call the Ricky Waters Bowl. The Niners and the Eagles. How you like that, Don?
That's a good poll.
Thank you. Right there for you.
Not quite a strange one, but a good one.
No, it's not strange. But it's 4:30 on Fox with Kevin Burkhardt.
Boston College.
He'll be joined by Tom Brady.
I have a lot of friends here. I'll kick their coverage.
Erin Andrews.
All right, old man. I can joke with you about that.
And Thomas Rinaldi.
How spectacular and great is this?
I'm excited for that game, guys. That is going to be a good one. Although I hate them both. I want them both to lose.
It's not possible.
I got no love for the Eagles. I got no love for the Niners. These are two fan bases who just don't understand what it's like to feel the pain in a real way.
Well, the Eagles used to feel that way.
Yeah, but not recently.
But not in the last 10 years.
But honestly, can we be real for a second? If you really think about it, it's basically over 20.
20?
Of compete. The McNabb years, they were there.
Andy.
They were the Super Bowls.
I guess they
championship games. They
but it
were
was
there,
still that frustrating heartache, pain kind of
because they hadn't won yet.
Yeah, but
let me put it this way, Alan.
Right.
If you're 30 years old, when you were 8, they started really battling with McNabb. You didn't know years and years of heartache. Yes, they'd never won a Super Bowl, but you weren't around for all that. So if you're a 30-year-old fan, they've basically been good your whole life with a couple of rings to boot. It's brutal.
And what's the dark side of the San Francisco 49er era? The Jeff Garcia time?
Yeah, Jim Tom Sula.
Losing in Lambeau?
Yeah.
Well, that's
your
a
head coach.
Pull. There you go.
Head coach passing gas at the podium.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Speaking of a strange
You don't remember Jim Tom Sula? His podiums were just remarkable. Really remarkable.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it left an indelible mark on me. He was a coach for a year, and yet the most of the audio we got out of his, because I was doing national, that most of the audio was just noises he would make and crazy things he would say.
I looked recently. They had post Kaepernick. They had a several year pretty bad run too.
I think that was him after Harbaugh, right? After Harbaugh left.
Yeah.
And then
that was it?
Yeah, there was this bridge in between of awfulness, and then
that was it.
Shanahan.
That was 3 years of nasty.
3 years, Peter. Oh my God.
I know. How do you get up from
cheese
it? I know. Sunday Night Football. This is going to be a fun one. And if I'm you folks and you're listening, I go to your nearest FanDuel application And I put a lot of money on the L.A. Chargers because this show is firmly locked behind the New England Patriots.
Yes, we are.
The Chargers at the Pats. A couple of great young quarterbacks battling at 8:15 on NBC with Mike Tirico on the call.
They still seem to resonate.
Tom, there are 3 teams.
Can't we? I mean, he had an epic call at the end of the game. We're just going to go with Dom being disrespected. Dom, I'm sorry. Dom being disrespected.
He'll be joined by Chris Collinsworth.
I love Wicked. I saw the play. I'm sophisticated.
Yeah. We got more Collinsworth. We've got Chris Collinsworth, folks.
Oh no!
I thought they're all together.
Draw?
Wait, you
Well,
pulled
somebody
out
get a straw in the playoffs.
I thought Collinsworth were all.
We had
together.
more Collinsworth, don't we? Chris
All right,
Collinsworth.
Oh, come on. Come on. That is terrible.
There you go.
I was thinking he missed a few early on. Then he just threw it in the other guy's hole.
Oh,
Right,
that's it.
Have a TikTok video. You got to put one down.
No, we could have ended on the other one. That's good. We're good.
Of course you wanted that one. Melissa Stark on the sideline.
Both sidelines have chicken broth and hot chocolate.
Yum.
Now, that literally makes her sound. Melissa Stark is a respected veteran reporter.
Right.
And it literally makes it sound like she was doing a project
Martha
in 6th
Stewart.
grade.
That was like Martha Stewart was reporting on the sideline about the hot chocolate and chicken broth.
We go to Monday night. The last game of the weekend will be very interesting. And I got to tell you guys, it's going to be funny for me because I'm absolutely rooting for Houston, given that they're my 6-point play. I need it.
Big.
But when I watch old man Rodgers, he's just one of my favorite quarterbacks I've ever gotten to watch. It's going to be hard to root against him. 8:15, Texans 3-point favorites in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
We're on ABC ESPN. We got Joe Buck on the call.
I have proof Joe Buck is the spawn of Satan.
He'll be joined by Troy Aikman.
He is so hot inside.
Lisa Salters.
Welcome to the playoffs.
And Laura Rutledge.
Enjoy that flight.
I mean, just deadpan.
They're
just dead
stone
inside.
That'll be it for your NFL announcer lineup for Week 1, the Wildcard Weekend of your 2026 playoffs. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Thank you.
It's so good. It's almost like this is a sad one today, right? Because after this, they're just going to be shorter and shorter.
Enjoy that flight.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly right. She's talking to me tomorrow.
So deadpan, right? Oh, have fun. Jeez, thanks. That's all they got.
I don't even know what the situation was when she's saying that. Like,
right.
Hey,
but for you, Peter, enjoy that flight.
Thank you.
For
I
you,
appreciate
enjoy
that.
tonight.
Thank you. A lot of wrestling.
Where can those who want to consume you consume you?
They will be able to consume me when these shows air in about a month on Tubi.
Oh, that's what we're doing now.
But if you didn't watch this week's episode, our first of the year aired this past Wednesday, and it was tremendous. So check out WWE Evolve every Wednesday night on Tubi. But yeah, I got a lot of shows to do tonight.
So you're just there's a lot of tape going on, a lot of tape.
But it doesn't feel like tape. It just feels like live shows. And I just filled this water bottle with half hot and half cold water, some nice lukewarm to try to keep the voice
I was
intact.
thinking.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying.
It's good. It's a tepid water's best though. You absorb it better. You know
Tepid.
that? Tepid. Yeah.
This is tepid, right? In between?
If you're doing hot and cold.
That's tepid?
Lukewarm, that's tepid. Yeah.
Okay, good.
And it's
I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
Absorbs better. It keeps you hydrated quicker.
Thank you.
And that's good.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you look great. Have
Thank
a good
you.
one. I know you have to run.
Love you
Enjoy.
guys.
Right? Don and I will take it home. We're going to go last call crew on a Football Friday weekend, 800-919-3776. Everything's on the table, of course, all the football, but there's some baseball stuff, Donnie,
Yes,
as well
there is.
as hockey
Finally.
and basketball as well.
Let's
so
do it.
We'll take it home with you next. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems. Listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
St. John's looking to make it 2 in a row when they travel to Creighton. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1:40 on 1050 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com. That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Yeah, we had a couple of non-sports heated debates today, Donnie.
Yeah.
And one of them, of course, was the whole idea of Purple Rain not being a song that Peter would want to have in his jukebox. And then debating all the different Prince songs, which led to a revelation that you have not seen a single Batman movie, and that turned into a whole other discussion. So this has been a day. This has been a full day. And right now, to tell you more about today, it is game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because, Donnie, when it's game time,
it's Charlie time.
Sure is. Knicks visit the Suns tonight in Phoenix. We have coverage following Dan Grassa, who's on right after us, on 880 at 8:30. Note the start time. It's a 9 o'clock tip-off in Phoenix. The Nets host the Clippers in Barclays Center at 7:30. And we also have coverage of the Peach Bowl. That's Indiana and Oregon. That's the other national semifinal. That'll be on 10:50 a.m., and that starts at 7. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cast mature Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Cody Bellinger, have you seen the latest there?
Yeah, just about the offers that I guess he's turning down.
And Michael's talking about like the limited years on it. Here's Michael Kay on the offer to Bellinger.
I think the Yankees have made an eminently fair offer. Let me take that back. They haven't made a fair offer. They've made an extraordinarily good offer. And you know why I say that? If he took the Yankee offer, he would be in the top 5 average annual value of outfielders in Major League Baseball right now.
So the offer that is being reported that the Yankees are offering is not like he's looking for, I think, more than 30, I guess, and they're offering an annual of 30. But they're trying to get it up to 7 years. And Kay is saying they can't do that. Kay's saying the Yankees should tell Bellinger if he wants 7 and thinks he can get it from another team, go ahead and get it. Do you think that's the right play here for the Yankees?
Well, yeah, because you saw it with Soto. There's got to be a limit of what you're willing to give. And I think Bellinger's a hell of a player. But really the only thing you're really dancing with is the PR hit of a second consecutive year losing a great player. But the Yankees are still working within a budget, and overpaying for players is just not good business. You talk about a player that, is going to be 30?
Yep.
So all these fans that are like, oh, give him whatever he wants, give him a 7-year deal. They're the ones that are going to complain if he's a useless player at 35, 36, 37 years old, landlocking them. And let's not forget about the elephant in the room. And that is the possibility of there being a salary cap in a couple of years where a player like that might really landlock you into becoming a better team. Now, is there another team that's going to make an offer? I don't know. Well, the Mets?
Well, that's what's interesting here is that Dodgers, Giants, the Mets are certainly named here. But the fact that this is continuing on, like now, we are getting kind of late now, aren't we? Into the situation here, we're almost in mid-January.
This is Boris, right? Was it a couple of years ago where he had as many as 4 of his free agents not in camp?
Yep. Yeah, but so not a guy of this status though. They didn't have anybody this big.
Well, no, but listen, it's January 9th. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the
9th, yeah.
It's the 9th today.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're still...
Next week, we're in the middle of January.
All right, so we're still a month away from
pitchers and catchers.
Right. And so you're probably about 5... We still have plenty of time to get things done, but it does go quick, right? Yeah. And then next thing you know, it's like, well, was there no deal?
I just feel like if he was able to get the 7 years and over 30 a year that's being reported that Boris is looking for him, if somebody else already had that on the table, he would have taken it if it wasn't that, you know what, my first priority is to stay with the Yankees. So, and Boris is telling him, don't worry, I'll squeeze them into getting the most we can out of them.
Well, now you actually have an offer. So these teams were probably waiting and see, let's see what the Yankees offer. Mm-hmm. He wants to stay a Yankee. We know we're probably going to have to pay a little bit more to get him because he wants to be a Yankee.
Mm-hmm.
So let's let the Yankees make the offer, and we'll go from there.
Right.
Yankees aren't willing to give him 7. Are the Dodgers, the Mets, the Blue Jays, are they willing to give 7? What's going to happen to Tucker? Does he go first? A lot of rumors that the Mets are being interested in Tucker. And guess what? Their competition, Blue Jays, Dodgers. It's the same 4 or 5 teams.
You're right.
They can't sign everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just now that there's an offer on the table, we'll see if they'll go there. And Steve Cohen's supposed to have all this money and not worry. But Stearns has also shown that he's not going to pay somebody more than he thinks they're worth. So
there's that.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, so there's that. That's one, again, of all the stories going into the weekend. We know the football is the biggest one, of course. And then another story to watch on the football front is John Harbaugh and the Giants going to meet with him. The Giants have met with Kevin Stefanski already. Today, I believe, reportedly, they met with Antonio Pierce, the former Giant, who had a little bit of coaching experience as a head coach, as an interim with the Raiders. So they're meeting with him. But it's really next week feels like this is their biggest play. And if they get him, things could really turn around. Sal Paolantonio was on with Michael Kay earlier, and he talked about Harbaugh as a candidate.
This was the issue for Harbaugh in Baltimore, and I love Harbaugh. Harbaugh's a culture creator. The problem with Harbaugh in Baltimore is he kept cycling through offensive coordinators. Couldn't get it right with Lamar Jackson. 3-6 record with Lamar Jackson in the postseason, Harbaugh, when he was 8-4 without Lamar Jackson, when he had Flacco and the right combination.
It is true. They did go through a lot. Todd Monken being the latest. Monken actually took all the criticism. He said, "This on me that we failed, that I couldn't get Lamar where he needed to be, and I couldn't get the offense where it needed to be." He put it on himself after the firing. But that's what Sal Powell is pointing to, that kind of stuff. Like, we're all getting excited about it, but we should, point out those things. So one more thing he said, this is what Sal said, and Sal Paolantonio has covered the NFL forever, and he knows a lot of people. So his word is one that I value, and he said that this is what he needs to know from John Harbaugh.
If you're going after Harbaugh, the first question I'm asking is, who's your OC? Who's your play designer? Who's going to sit on the bench after the series is over with Jackson Dart and go over the Microsoft tablet? This is what we see. This is what we can fix. This is what we have to do next. Who's going to do that while Harbaugh is coaching the team?
So what do you think of that, Don?
Well, it's very important, and that's why I wonder, could, believe it or not, Mike Kafka stay on and be the OC? Dart's played well with him as his offensive coordinator. Obviously, he's not a head coach because he didn't win as a head coach. But Dart's had success. That's his OC. That's who he knows. You're always looking for continuity. Would Harbaugh be willing to do that? If one of the most attractive things about being the Giant head coach is Jackson Dart, wouldn't you want to give his OC some consideration?
Well, I don't know if it was Dable. I really do think it was Dable.
Well,
more than anything, because the offense wasn't the same after Dable left. Right?
Well, but
they did lose players. I know they
lost Dart.
Yeah,
he missed a game because of
and Scatterbo, who was really making an impact.
Right, but
literally,
he was there. Right, so I'm just saying that if the Giants are looking for continuity, and Jackson Dart is the best thing about the Giants for him, is that someone that might get some consideration? I don't know.
Yeah, no. Again, it's all, we know how it works here too. It's usually relationships and networking. That's all the stuff. So that's another story to watch as we get to the other side of the weekend. And last but not least, because they play tonight, it's the Knicks and the Suns. The Knicks start a road trip now, where they play the Suns, who are very good, much better than they were last year. This is not like one of those killer road trips as far as like when you look at the opponents. This is not like, the Lakers and, like they're
right.
Playing a lot of this trip. People are looking at as, can the Knicks get right? What we saw, Don, in the last home game against the Clippers on Wednesday was them getting right. And what I'm watching now from tonight on, and they'll play. They've got the Portland Trailblazers, who are young but playing a hard-playing team on Sunday. Then they get their first 2 days off in a month, and then they play at Sacramento, which Mike Brown's return, and then back-to-back Golden State before they come home. So that's the trip. But they've got to get Karl Anthony Towns involved early in games. He has to touch the basketball. He has to feel part of it. I think they've gotten away from it, and he's starting to. He's a little bit like a wide receiver, Like, if you don't throw him the ball early in a game, he starts to kind of get frustrated. And then so the first time he gets one thrown to him and then he doesn't catch it, now he's getting – like, you've got to – as a Jalen Brunson, who we love, he's got to recognize, I got a really talented player with me. I got to make sure that I got him right. Like to me, that's important.
It's the geography of being out west and what that entails travel-wise, but this is not any really heavy lifting for them.
No, so get right. This is a get-right trip.
You already got the win against the Clippers before you left, and you've got some winnable games here. Take care of business. So what is it, Suns,
Kings, Portland, the Trailblazers, right, and then a back-to-back Kings, who aren't very good, Warriors, yeah. So we'll see how these go, but this is going to be a fun week. Yeah, you know what? You could do worse. Donnie, have a great weekend.
You too, buddy.
And good luck on your picks. We'll see you all Monday.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25